What's going on, guys? Been a while since I've been live. Good to be back. The video's been coming out. A whole bunch of Black Ops 6 stuff is coming out. So that's obviously where the focus is. We're actually going to be playing MW3 because there is some Black Ops 6 intel in it, supposedly at least. So we're going to try to find that. That's basically the real reason why we're on today. And to just kind of discuss what is going on with Black Ops 6. So let me put that. That's not what I wanted to put up there. That is. That's not in a good spot. Just in case you didn't know. It's a little bit better. This just came out. It's been talked about for a while. We've talked about it on this channel on multiple streams and whatever about this. Was basically like a guarantee that it was coming to BO6. We didn't know it was going to be called Black Ops 6 at the time. We thought it was maybe Gulf War. But Gobblegums, this is a photo. It seems legit. As far as I can tell, it is completely legit. It's been all over Twitter for the last hour or two. And again, we've known pretty much that this was coming. So this is not a surprise. But at the same time, it's like confirmed. Zombie Blood, what's going on? Switters. Eric, what's up, man? So I'm actually not happy about Gobblegums being back in Zombies. We had, like, the history of this stuff is... Mohammed, what's up? By the way, if you're here, can you drop a like? Appreciate it. Why am I not happy? I'm not happy about the Gobblegums returning Zombie Blood. I don't think it's a good thing. Kyle, what's going on? I think we should let people like kind of roll in here before I really start going about really kind of, I guess, what I want to talk about. So I will just state again real quickly. I'm going to talk about the Gobblegum stuff in a second here. Let me just, again, let this kind of stuff roll out. And appreciate you guys dropping the like. I see it happening now. Appreciate you. So there is supposedly some intel out today. So we're going to have to hit like a bunch, just a ton of mercenary strongholds and play the radios and do all that kind of stuff. You know, the audio logs, whatever. So we're just going to keep doing that until hopefully we can get the new intel. It's supposed to be about that town in West Virginia. Just in case you guys don't know, almost certainly... there is going to be some form of transit back as like maybe probably the first map in Black Ops 6. It could be very much like Die Maschine, how that was like Nocturne Toten was part of that map, but it was literally just the building. There wasn't any of the old lore. There wasn't any really hints of any kind like as a throwback to the World at War Noct or Noct. I mean, Noct has been in 7 different iterations of zombies at this point. So, Mac Daddy, what's up? See, the thing is, I actually think, well, so supposedly anyway, it's probably thinking it's going to be more of a, like there's a piece of it. Again, kind of like Nox being in Die Maschine. So it's really not going to be the map. Die Maschine is very much a standalone thing, separate from Nocturne Toten. So this supposedly is going to be along those kinds of lines. We'll see. I actually wouldn't mind, not for the game this year, BO6, like let's give us new original stuff, but for the BO2 remake / remaster / semi-sequel that's supposedly coming the following year in 2025, I would take a transit remake there. I think it could be genuinely great if they, with new graphics, they have to change things up for sure. They can't just straight remaster it. They would have to change some things, kind of a lot of things. But it has potential, a lot of potential. So anyway, we're going to complete the weekly challenges to get the new Jack conversion kit. I've already done 4 out of the 5, as you can see here. Excuse me. So we're going to do this as well as we're trying to get that intel. And then also, I just want to talk to you guys a bit about... Oh, actually, you can't see that right now because I have the Gobblegums. So let's talk about the Gobblegum thing right now. So this has been like I said, it's been rumored for a while, and it seems like today we got the final confirmation that this is a photo that was within the pre-order bundles for the Vault edition of the game. There was also some skins, Brutus, the Warden, and Klaus from Mauer der Toten, of all things. Like, I mean, it could be kind of fun, but why him? Like, I don't know. They're just trying to package us stuff. So the bad thing about that is, makes me think, if you can buy those skins and wear those skins, that means we're not going to have a set crew. Because if you can play as Klaus, he's not going to be part of a set crew. If you can play as the Warden, he's definitely not part of the set crew. So I think we're getting flat out just straight operators again, which really, honestly, to me, sucks ass. That's terrible. We've been saying since Cold War, like, why do we have these just bland, boring operators that we know nothing about, that are just giving us standard stock lines like, oh, that's a lot of zombies over there. I killed a whole bunch of them over there. It's boring. And there's nothing to get us invested in the characters and therefore into the game, into the story. The whole excuse, by the way, of, well, this way you can sell more skins, I don't understand that at all, because the one operator bundle I've ever bought, it's literally one, is the Samantha Maxis bundle from Cold War. If you had, let's go back to like the original crew, right? So let's say you had Nikolai, you had Tak, you had Tank, you had Richtofen. If you were playing as those characters, but you could buy a bundle where you had completely different outfits on them, different voice lines, different, like, all kinds of stuff, wouldn't you rather have that than just some generic operator? Like, wouldn't you be, I don't know, to me, I'd be more inclined to buy a bundle when it's for a specific character rather than just for, like, a generic operator. Like a specific character that we know and already like, that we're invested in. That's just to me. Anyway, so now we have the Gobblegums coming back. I don't like that because it's pay to win. Plain and simple. It just is. If it didn't come out, everybody kind of remembers BO3 is when this stuff started. BO4 had the elixirs, which is basically the exact same thing, although you could use even more of them more often, so it was even worse. IW Zombies had the Fate and Fortune cards, which is basically the exact same thing, just used in a slightly different way. But so when Gobblegums first came out, you had to, if you guys can remember all the way back, there was only like one Gobblegum machine on the map at any given time, so you couldn't just keep getting Gobblegums all the time. Also, you had to pay for every single Gobblegum. They changed that to making the first one per round free, just like a good drug dealer does. They give you the first one free, so you keep buying more. And if they're giving you in-game the Gobblegum for free, you don't have to pay for it. That means you're spending real-life money to buy more Liquid Divinium, and the chance that you can get more Perkaholics, shopping frees, raindrops, etc., etc., etc. So I don't like it because it is completely pay to win. If you, if you spend a lot of money on Gobblegums and you get like Perkaholics, shopping for the same things I just mentioned, those gums, by round 3 you can have easily $10,000 to $15,000, the entire map open, and all of the perks. If you can explain to me how that's not pay to win, I'd gladly listen. But I don't believe it. I mean, I'll listen to the argument, but explain to me how that's not pay to win. I don't get it. That being said, you can count on some streams coming up over the summer. Like, hey, this is the donate to the Gobblegum Fund stream, where all donations will go straight to me purchasing COD points to buy Gobblegums or something, I guess, because it's just going to be a huge feature in the game. Now, will they do it like the original BO3, where it didn't have those like mega, like Perkaholic wasn't a Gobblegum at the beginning of the game. It didn't come around until later. Raindrops came around later. Shopping free, like a lot of those were like massive ones that we think about now when we always think about Gobblegums. Didn't come into the game until later, like down the line. But at this point, like, the genie's out of the bottle. You can't put that back in. So I don't think there's any way they go back to just some kind of like standard. Here's the double points one, and here's the nuke, and here, you know, whatever. I think they're going to give us mega gobblegums right off the bat because we've seen them. So I really want to move this. I really hate that. It's just in my way. Stupid pole. So anyway, that's why I think it's not a good idea. I don't want to see it. I wish that we were not having gobblegums again. I honestly don't know what people are excited about when they're like thinking about this stuff. Like it's they're like, oh yeah, gobblegums are coming back. Like I don't know why. I honestly don't even get why that's a good thing. I just kind of honestly I don't get it. Like what's to be excited about as far as that goes? I don't know. Whatever. Okay, so let's jump into the game. I gotta be honest. Oh, let me show you, by the way. I was playing... The one last thing I actually needed to get was the stupid golden mask filter schematic. And I was playing the tier 5 Dark Aether. Like, I was going again and again and again and again. I just was not getting it. And I finally got it yesterday, and so it's done. I kind of don't even want to play this game anymore, but we're going to. So again, we're going to find this new intel, and then we're going to complete these challenges for the week, and then we'll have this new conversion kit. I kind of want to try it out. Leaked, it's like BO3, bro. Gobblegum like BO3. Yeah, I mean, that's what it is, though. Like, right? Like, it's just that kind of... It's kind of a nostalgia kind of jerk off. Like, hey, remember BO3, the best zombies of all time? That had gobblegums, so here's this gobblegum. Like, I don't think it added to the game. And I've said this a million times to most, you know, like when I've streamed BO3 in the past, and we will be streaming BO3 again here in the future pretty soon, to be honest with you. So, like a lot of Cold War BO3 type stuff coming to for the streams coming up soon. There's nothing for zombies as far as this goes. In mid-season, we're going to get these broken rifts, and then if you go in there, you can eliminate all your cooldowns if you complete the area. Whatever that means, I don't know. We'll see in a month. And then the only other real zombie stuff coming out is Season 5 Reloaded, and it's going to be like one more. It's going to be the exact same thing that we've had for the last 3 straight seasons. So there's nothing to really get excited about for Modern Warfare 3. I will probably stream this once a week, like I said, to do the weekly challenge to get all the Jack conversion kits, all that kind of stuff. But other than that, unless they finally add something that's different, I can't really be bothered playing this very much more. All CODs nowadays are just the same thing but different skins, so I don't know. I don't know. We'll see. Treyarch usually feels very different compared to IW games, and IW games used to feel very different than Sledgehammer games, but the last 2 Sledgehammer games, this being, you know, one of them, obviously it's a direct sequel, although I think this feels different quite a bit to Modern Warfare 2 from last year. The multiplayer, obviously, they didn't have zombies. Vanguard felt very much like an IW game, the time to kill and everything on it, but this year I think it was better. By the way, that little charm I put on there is Zombie Killing 101 or something like that it's called. I just thought it was kind of funny. Anyhow, alright, so again, we are looking for Merc Strongholds. Might as well put that on. Sure, put that on. We're not going to go crazy. Did I put a... I didn't put a... We don't need this, but we'll go ahead and put it on. So let's look for Merc Strongholds. We can also look for buy stations, because we're just going to go buy. Right we're going to go buy Stronghold keycards. I don't really feel like doing Mercenary Camp after Mercenary Camp. Oh, do we have one right here? Or is that an infested stronghold? That's infested. Alright, we're going to do this. So anyway, it's like a very exciting time for at least for especially I should say for zombies people, because we haven't had just much of anything to really get kind of worked up about. Can I just buy 2? Hey, look at that. We haven't had anything to be excited about for quite a while now. Let's just go get to the vehicle. Oh, and if I get... I think like... By the way, this whole DNA thing, I don't know what this is. I know, like, in Warzone, that's how you get the DNA bombs now. It's not a nuke, it's a DNA bomb. But I don't know why it's in zombies. I don't know if it's just a mistake or I don't know what. Because I don't see what we use it for. But I don't know. We'll see. But yeah, I've honestly kind of had it with this game. I don't know if it was yesterday. I think it was a couple days ago. I finally got that last schematic that I needed after like a 10 plus trips into the tier 5 Dark Aether. I finally got it and was just like, okay, great, done, off, done. I'm not playing this again. I'm just kind of sick of it. I gotta be honest. I mean, if they had just updated this, like, you know, at the beginning of the year, just given us a bunch of missions, I would have had a good time this year, but they didn't. So, there you go. Kind of ruined the year for me. Well, it didn't ruin the year for me, but what could have been a very fun year, I think, for zombies turned out to be like a whole bunch of nothing. Did they say anything about bringing back wave-based zombies, or still going with Battle Royale stuff? Okay, this is something that I didn't realize people were still, that so many people were still in the dark about. 100% guaranteed, round-based zombies is coming back with Black Ops 6. It is going to be, from what I understand right now, like we're going to get 2 maps at launch. They are both going to be round-based zombies. I think we're going to end up with 6 total round-based zombies maps, and we're going to end up with Outbreak as well, like we had in Cold War, but it's going to be like this mode that we're playing right now, Modern Warfare 3 Zombies. This is referred to in-house, meaning in the studios, as Outbreak Zombies. We are getting both. We are absolutely 100% fact. There is not a question about it. We are absolutely getting round-based zombies back again this year. And I don't think, actually, that we're going to get the new Outbreak stuff until probably a couple of months in, because it should be coming with the new Warzone map, which I believe... Oh, you son of a bitch. Where did you come from? Did that even kill him? Sorry. All these zombies coming from here. Okay. Trying to reload. Even with speed cola, why was it reloading so slowly there for a second? Yeah, so round-based 100% coming back. It's also going to be like what we get at the beginning of the game. We will be getting plenty of it. Do not worry. Round-based is 100% back. And it's going to be the main focus of zombies this coming year. We will have, basically what we're seeing here, we will have this version of, the, again, Outbreak. But I don't think that will come until the new, which is, again, I think it's going to be Verdansk, right? They're going back to Verdansk. Because Call of Duty is nothing but a nostalgia machine. We're going to listen to this radio here in a minute. That is why we are here, after all, because we're looking to get the info from West Virginia about the West Virginia map. Well, we're hoping to get that anyway. Have there been any more rumors about an early access? I haven't heard anything about that. Just in case you don't know what Eric's talking about, it was rumored like how we got for the last couple of years, the pre-orders got early access to I don't like this, by the way. Do you notice that, like, it says my armor says 5 plates? Whoa, what the fuck? It still says 5 plates. It still says 5 plates. It still says 5 plates. Because the stuff in your reserve doesn't show up as like being counted now. I don't know why. I'm sure that's a glitch. Like, I just picked that up, so it should be 6. It should be 7. It still just says 5. Still says 5. I don't like that. Let me make sure. Hold on. Let me make sure. Where are subtitles? Do I have subtitles even on? I don't know. I'm just gonna have all on. Okay, let's listen to this this thing here.
What can I do for you, Fletcher?
Been looking at your requisition orders. Your head count looks light.
I assure you it's not.
Deadbolt is a multi-government operation, well funded. You're not gonna hold the manor with so few hands.
The big commander thinks that me, a Cubano, doesn't know how to fortify an island. The people. No. This is too many mouths talking back.
Okay, this is just the Rainmaker. This is not it. That's not the one we need. Anyway, I'm gonna turn that back down for now, so it should be back to normal. And then when we get to
Anyone stationed here?
when we go to another stronghold, maybe we need to do. I don't think we need to.
I don't need a bunch of heads.
We'll turn the volume back up. So yeah, in case you didn't know, so again, early access the last couple of years. For we're not going to do the Rainmaker.
Vehicle mark.
For campaign for digital pre-orders, and the rumors were that this year we're going to get early access a week, up to maybe 3 weeks early, even for zombies players. I have a feeling that's true, although, like I said, I haven't heard anything more about it I haven't heard anything about it for a while now. But my guess is that it could be true because I think we're going to get multiple maps at launch. I think it's going to be 2 maps, to be more specific. That's infested. That's infested. That's infested. Okay.
Got eyes on an enemy stronghold.
Let's go to this one. And I think what's going to happen is we're going to get one of them early. The whole 3 weeks early thing, I don't know about that. I think maybe a week early, though. And they'll probably do the same thing with the campaign again this year, but I'll just ignore the campaign if they come out at the same time, obviously. But I'm just excited that excuse me. I'd be very happy if we are getting 2 maps. I'll just be very happy about that. But I also don't want them at the same time. I think it divides the attention, the focus of the whole community. Where I think they'd be better served just doing, like, here's one, a month later, here's another one. Like, rather than sticking to a seasonal schedule, if you're going to do... Oh my god. I don't have any grenades to deal with this guy. Dude, look at all of these. It's nuts.
Я вижу цель. Перемещаемся в тыл противника.
Okay, there's another one. Let's finish this up. I hope BO6 won't be just like MW3. Yeah, I just went over that, but I'll go over it again because I'm shocked at how many people don't know about this. I'm assuming you're talking about round base versus not round base, you know, like more of like an outbreak kind of a thing like MW3 is here. 100%, 100%, absolute, literal guarantee round-based maps are coming back this year. It is going to be the main focus of the game for zombies. There will be Outbreak, which is, you can call it MW3 if you like, style. But I don't believe that will come until the new map, meaning the old map, meaning Verdansk. Coming in from both sides. Did they change this up? Which is actually kind of good because it's too boring. They just run up the stairs at the same time. Whatever. But yes, 100% guarantee round-based zombies is back this year. It's just the way it is. There is no ifs, ands, or buts about it. We will get both, but round-based is going to be the main focus. I have a feeling we're going to get 6 maps. Sounds like everything that we can tell so far, it's going to be 2 maps at launch, etc., etc., etc. But we'll see. So let me turn the volume back up on this, just in case this is the actual intel that we need, or that we're looking for.
What can I do for you, Fletcher?
It's the Rainmaker again. It's the exact same one.
Looking at your requisition orders.
I'm gonna let this play just because I don't know if like I need to clear it out of the kind of the rotation or not. 1 casual, 1 more for the hardcore Easter egg people. Seems like a good rule of thumb. I don't know. I think they ought to do like kind of like Skur Ritual if you've played that at all, or like Modern Warfare. I mean, World War II did with their first map, where it's the same map, but you can do like the easier version where it tells you basically up where the mini map is on the top left. It'd be like, okay, this is what you have to do next. This is where you're going next. Turn on the power, find the 3 switches, go to the furnace room, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. That kind of a thing, rather than just having a kind of easy map. Although it wouldn't necessarily be a bad thing, but I don't know if they would necessarily make it like an easy map. It's funny because people talk about how when BO4, because BO4 came out with the 4 maps at launch, right? 9, Voyage, Blood of the Dead, and Classified. Classified obviously had no main Easter egg. It was just a survival map. You could get to around 150 to get the cutscene, but I wouldn't call that an Easter egg. Or like a main quest Easter egg kind of a thing, you know what I mean? And people are trying to talk about how that was like how they did like an easy, medium, and hard. Meaning 9 was the easy map, Voyage was medium, and Blood was hard. Like Blood is obviously, I think, probably the hardest map that we've had. I need to do some contracts because I don't have any money.
Found a contract.
In all of Zombies is probably the hardest map ever. Solo wise, I don't know. At least. But I don't know anybody that considers Voyage of Despair to be medium level. I don't know anybody that considers 9 to be easy. The amount of steps in 9, in all of Black Ops 4 Zombies, to complete the Easter eggs, it's insane. So, I mean, I guess the developers might have talked a little bit about it, but honestly, I don't think, if that was their intention, they did a bad job because, just like I said, the sheer amount of steps involved in every single Black Ops 4 Easter egg was just nuts. There is no easy version of like anything in there, as far as I'm concerned. But I don't know. I mean, I think of easy. I think of everything Cold War. And then, other than that, like, even BO3, like, Shadows of Evil is really not a hard map. Like, the flag step is hard. A lot of people consider, but this is more, speaking of Gobblegums, just to kind of bring it back to where we were talking about at the beginning, a lot of people consider Revelations to be a very easy map. And it is, if you are using Perkaholic and Raindrops and Immolation Liquidation, like all the mega Gobblegums. And, you can get because you had to hit the mystery box, because you literally had to get you had to get the Apothecant Servant, and you needed the Little Arnie's to complete that Easter egg. You had to have both of those things. And you can only get them from the mystery box. So if you're trying to spend real money that you're earning in-game on opening doors and not on the mystery box, like, you're going to be spending till around the mid-teens at least. Trying to get lucky to, you know, to, if you're not mega gobble-gobbing everything, to get the stuff that you need for that. And then if you with Perkaholic, obviously you get Mule Kick in there as well. So right off the bat, you don't need to worry about which perks you're going to get, or, you know, which perks you're not going to get, really, is the bigger question. Do I have meat? I have a meat. Let's get ourselves a dog. I love playing with a dog, man. Love playing with a dog. I always do it. Like, every game now I try to get a dog. Alright, where is we're gonna buy here? I need a car, man. Yeah, but if you don't have, like, the Mega Gobblegums, like, Revelations is not easy. Just the amount of stuff that you have to, again, the stuff that you have to get lucky to get, and just the amount of things you have to do, like going back and forth, opening up the entire map in order to complete, like, the basic steps. With Mega Gobblegums, again, you've got that all done on round 2 or 3. So it's just a very, 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 very different experience.
Splendid. This structure is not only derelict, it is a death trap.
Where is this buy? Where the hell is it? Oh my god, it's outside. I ran right past it. So nice. Oh, I can buy it. No. There we go. Okay. Again, we're just trying to get the intel, the new intel, talking about what the West Virginia map. Don't ruin my car. Let me just kill you real quick. Actually, well, I did that. Mark, what's up, man? Yes, they are. They are returning. I mean, that's been 90% of the conversation we've been having so far. Is the fact that Gobblegums are returning. What do you think about it, Mark? Are you happy about it, or you think it's bad? Like, you think it's a good thing or a bad thing? I think it's bad. And I know I'm going to be on the outside looking in on this one. I can't drive over a stupid little tobacco pile. Okay. Very strong tobacco. Yeah, to me, Gobblegums are pure pay to win. You know, God bless if you use them. That's fine. I'm not knocking it. I fat fingered that one.
Got eyes on an enemy stronghold.
Oh, it's the same one I just did. It's just because I didn't take the thing out of the... Whatever. Okay, so where is the next stronghold? That one here? Yeah, alright, let's go.
An enemy stronghold.
So yeah, I'm not happy about that, but whatever. Like I said, I'm literally going to have streams over the summer, especially in that final month leading up to it. Like, hey, if you donate and you want it to go towards buying Gobblegums, like, put that in the comment of, you know, when you're donating, and I will 100% use all of those funds to buy Gobblegums for the upcoming year. You know, whatever, blah blah blah. And I will. I'm not going to feel good about doing those kinds of streams, but I'm going to do it, goddammit, because you need to. It's microtransactions, but I'm glad that we're going back. Hopefully we get a crew too. See, now here's the thing. I think one of the subtle things that kind of leaked out today, because the reason why we found out about the whole Gobblegum thing coming back is because it leaked with the early pre-order thing. Showed up in the store early when it's not supposed to. June 9th, it will be on the store if you want to pre-order. After the presentation that they're doing, and I'm going to be live streaming that, so be subscribed. A little plug there for myself. Oh, here. Give me... Oh, my dog's going in on. Nice. Let's go, puppy. I don't? So yeah, one of the things that leaked with that is like part of the pre-order bonus bundle. Where am I getting hit? There's an invisible zombie, or it's through the floor or something. Oh my god. This game is so good. But with the pre-order bundle, one of the pre-order bundles, the Vault Edition, you can get Brutus, the Warden, as one of like a skin. You can get Klaus as a skin. And there were like 2 other operators that kind of look generic. I don't know who they are. But that's the point, is it looks like we're going to get generic operators again. Because if you can play as the Warden, there's no way the Warden is part of our new crew. Klaus is, he's a robot, which that doesn't mean you couldn't play as a robot, like wouldn't be part of the crew. But he, I mean, at the end of MWIII Toten, as far as I know, he got obliterated. You know, he's the one that brought the bomb into that Marvel time machine looking thing at the end. Come on, Pup. Your health is not so great there. It looks like, is it going down? Or are you just moving? I'm still getting hit through the floor or something. Okay, these are real zombies. I was like, what the hell? Okay, I'm gonna turn the volume up again just in case we get the intel that we're looking for. I'm gonna grab that. I'm gonna replace that.
You've got a whole roster of assholes, but Rainmaker is one of the worst. You know what to do.
Can you just fucking I hate this thing.
What can I do for you, Fletcher?
Been looking at your requisition orders. Your head count looks light.
This is the same one again?
I assure you it's not.
Okay, it's the same one again. We're gonna go into tier 2 and we're gonna try those.
You're not gonna hold the minute with so few hands.
Maybe multiple timelines will connect in the Dark Aether universe, so no crew would suck though. It's certainly possible that something like that will happen, that we will connect. I mean, I was saying it with Cold War. I thought we were going to get our crew, our OG crew back, like at the end of that game. Where are you running to, pup? He's just like itching to get some kills. And everything that got banished to the Dark Aether is still in the Dark Aether. We have a Dark Aether. I mean, we're playing the Dark Aether universe, basically, here. Let's just go get this car, and then we'll look for a stronghold in Tier 2. So, yeah, it's certainly possible. Like I said, I thought we were going to get him back in Cold War. I still think we're going to get the old crew back in some form. Not necessarily like as our crew that we'll be playing as going forward again, but in some form or another, I think we're going to get Tank Dempsey back, we're going to get Nikolai back, we're going to get Richthofen back. Not Eddie. I mean, I'm talking like the original Richthofen. I think all of that stuff will happen at some point. Just Call of Duty is a pure nostalgia machine. So those things are in the Dark Aether. Those people, rather, are in the Dark Aether or banished to the Dark Aether. Samantha, at the end of Cold War, is living in the Dark Aether now. In Cold War, in Firebase Z, she came out with Takeo's katana, Nikolai's goggles, the Dr. Monty's scarf. She had stuff from basically all the characters, except for Eddie, though. I don't think she had stuff from Eddie, or Edward. So... yeah, I definitely think we're getting an appearance, I should say, at least, from the old crew, the original crew. Oh, this is for cooldowns now? Oh. The DNA stuff is for cooldowns. Okay. All right, whatever. Is that better than money? I don't know. It doesn't matter. I don't care. So yeah, that's all that stuff is certainly possible. I flat out expect that we're going to get the original crew back at some point. Again, as an appearance, not necessarily as playable characters, or maybe like a one-time playable character kind of a thing, but not as our crew. And I think that leak today that you can get the Warden bundle, I mean the Warden operator skin and the Klaus operator skin proves that we are not getting a crew. We're going to have operators again this year, which Treyarch really aren't listening to us if they did that. I mean, that, to me, that's really bad that we're not going to get a set crew back. If we're not. Like, it's not guaranteed, but that's where everything is pointing to now. But I think there will be vodka. Yeah, you know what? Like, I don't want to ever hear, like, I don't know. I guess people really do dig it, but to me, one of the things that it just always drove me nuts is like, the only thing early Nikolai had to say was just, it was all vodka all the time. They had nothing else to say ever. And I was like, well, how do you love this? Like, it's just, it's more annoying than anything else, to be honest with you, but whatever. All right, we're going to drop that. We don't need that. Let's look for our next Merc Stronghold. There we go. Where's my car? Where the hell's my car? It went all the way over there? But I don't need... everything is fine as long as we have more vodka. You know, like... We get it. You're a drunk. You're Russian. You like vodka. You're drunk all the time. Got it. Like, fully, we got that by now. We don't need to hear... vodka, 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 vodka. Like, okay, man. Please stop. Oh. Oh, Jesus. The deadest of dead nades. Oh, I see you. Get him, pup. Okay, let's go up. Saw you. Hey, you bastard. I'm being pinned in by my own dog. Okay, we're not clear yet. Hang on. 13 bullets. Let's keep going. Okay, that's the last one. Alright, it was down there, right? What the hell is that?
Heads up. Break time's about to come to an end.
Is my dog fighting something?
You knew this was coming. Do what you have to.
You just killed my dog! Why are you so strong? Holy shit, dude. Why was he so strong? And he killed my dog. What a dick. That bothers me.
God damn it, I missed my revolver.
What did you think you were gonna get, buddy? Stow that. Okay, I'm gonna turn the volume back up. It was somebody else's bounty, was it? Oh, is that why he took so long to take out? I wasn't even paying attention. That was this guy. I get the why he came up here, huh? All right, let's listen to this.
What can I do for you, Fletcher?
Been looking at
It's the same exact one 4 times in a row?
light.
Dude. All right, let's go. Let's do this while we're here. That's all I want to do is get this stupid intel radio about the West Virginia map. Which, did you guys all see Mr. Rolf Waffle's video he put out with the Green Run? It's an actual place in Virginia, West Virginia. And it was near the... By the way, just in case any of them actually watched this, I heard so many people calling the Potomac River, it's the Potomac. Here's American English 101 here. Place names. And they had something else calling yesterday that I was like, ooh, no, that's way off. And I don't remember what it is at the moment, though. But it is not the Potomac River, it's the Potomac. Yep, next to transit. Yeah. So we'll see about that. Like, if it's a thing like they did with, like we were talking about earlier, like 20 minutes ago, where Noct is part of Die Maschine in Cold War, like the introductory map, like, totally fine with it because it had nothing to do, like, that it was Noct had nothing to do with the map, and it had nothing to do with the story in there. It was just, like, a little throwback to kind of say, to me anyway, this is how it read to me, was there is a connection between, you know, this game and those prior games, you know, the Dark Aether and the Ether, but it is a different story, but they are connected somehow. But they didn't really go any further than that. So I was totally fine with that. So if they do something like that with Transit, cool. Although, like I said, for the game coming the following year, the BO2 remaster / remake / semi-sequel, whatever it is that they're doing, like Modern Warfare 3 this year is a semi-sequel / remake / whatever, you know, to Modern Warfare, the original Modern Warfare 2. Like, okay, cool. I don't have any more. I need a buy station. But if they do that, then fine. And then, like I said, if next year for that BO2 remake or whatever it is that it's going to be, like if they just flat out remade and remastered Transit, I would actually be very happy for that. Because I think Transit has the potential to be an awesome map. It's not, as it stands now, in BO2 an awesome map, but I think it has potential. With a new engine, with better graphics, all that kind of stuff. Like, also, you have to do something about the denizens. And by the way, do you guys remember? Was it the season 2 cutscene, or was it season 3? When you had the sound of the denizens in that, when she has the nightmare in the hallway and she's fighting off the zombies and everything, and we get the denizen sound in there. And I heard that, and immediately I was like, what? No, no way, don't bring back denizens. But so far they haven't, obviously. So hopefully that was just a bit of a, kind of a goof on us, and like a, we gotcha kind of a deal. So I hope. Hopefully if they make it, it's optimized for solo play. Yes, that's another thing too, is if they're going to remake BO2 in 2025, if that is really the game that's coming out. And it's same thing they do anytime, like if they do another Zombies Chronicles version or whatever, but like make everything soloable. You have to redo it. Same thing for Die Rise if you're gonna, you know, do a Die Rise remake, remaster, whatever. Same thing for all of them. Make it so it's soloable. And I know, yes, you can technically do Transit solo. You just got to really chuck those EMPs in the right direction and whatever. But I'm talking about like for real, meant to be done solo kind of a thing, rather than, hey, we figured out this, not a cheat but a workaround, you know. Why are there no buy stations? Do I really have to go back to tier 1?
Buy station right here.
But yeah, that's a huge thing for me, obviously, because I don't have any friends, and I always play solo. Although, I gotta be honest, like, a buddy of mine is getting into zombies. He's the guy I played with to get the schematic yesterday or the day before, whenever the hell it was. It's my final schematic that I needed after a dozen trips into the Dark Aether. Finally, I got it. But he never really played the older stuff at all. So, like, we've been playing, like we went through yesterday. And, sorry, I'm keeping. I'm going to keep. Let me go. Whatever. It doesn't matter. Blah, 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 blah. Okay, so let's find where is a... That's an Ethernet. We need... Oh, for the love of God. And now I've got mercenaries. Shooting at me like, dude, can you just give me a gosh darn minute? Okay, do we have another mercenary stronghold? Anywhere? That's a camp. That's infested. I don't... Oh, shoot, maybe we don't. Did I go through all of them? I've gone through them all, it appears. All right, let's just exfil then. Screw it, because I mean, I just want to get this intel for it. I want to, if it will kind of give us some information, hopefully tell us, you know, what more to expect. If this Transit West Virginia map is a legit real thing that's coming at the beginning of the new year, all that. Oh, we have the exfil right here. The bottom right of T1. Ether nest. This I did this. I just didn't grab the key, so that's why that's there. I already did that one though. That was the first one I did actually. But good eyes. I can't believe you saw that. Yeah, if you don't grab the key card, the thing stays on the map. And I guess I forgot to grab it. That's right. We got like all the same message on every one that we went to. We went to what, 4 or 5, and we got the same message every single time today, which is dumb. But we are talking about MW3. So look at all this DNA. That sounds bad. Look at all this DNA. If you heard that wrong, well, what if you heard it wrong? If you're taking it wrong. All the equipment. Nuke. So this is now the new cooldown stuff. It's not cash anymore, I guess. So I kind of want to see like how much. I don't know. The good thing about the money is like you knew 100 grand was 7 hours exactly. Like now it's like, oh, 17 red DNA strands plus 15 blue DNA strands equals 45 minutes and 36 seconds. Like, oh, does it? Are you sure? Because I don't know. Don't worry, we still have one. That's why I chucked it out. All right. We're going to go back in a second. We're just trying to find the stupid intel. It is exciting, though, man. These things are going to leak out, and then June 9th, again, I will be live streaming it. That's the reveal, the big reveal, like the Treyarch is going to do after Xbox does their showcase thing. Then it's going to Treyarch. They're going to do like a 45-minute to 1 hour presentation about the new game. So it's, I don't know, man. I'm super pumped. Like, this is like the exciting time of year. Everything is potential right now. Like, everything, it could be the best zombies we've ever had. It has that potential. We don't know, obviously, but it could be. So it's like everything is just getting excited about it at this point. And then in the fall, then we can break our they'll break our hearts. Then we go, oh man, fucking game. I mean, honestly I think it'll be a good year. The other thing that rumors have been going around too, like they've been playtesting apparently the game for like the last 2 years. Like they've been done with the game for that long. So if that's the case, that means like, you know, this should be like the smoothest, nicest feeling game we've had at launch in forever, man. I'm gonna just craft one of these just because. Why not? Did we unlock, by the way? Did we do this? No, we didn't. We only got 47 kills? No way. I hope we get 13 maps. Probably get 3 though. I think, okay, we're gonna, and I'm gonna go over this again just because people are still, like, so many people are nervous about this. They don't know. We are going back to round-based zombies. It is an absolute guarantee. It's gonna be very much like Cold War. We had the round-based zombies, plus we had Outbreak. Outbreak we're going to get this year again, but it's going to be like MW3 zombies. Let's just hope they actually add a lot of missions and there's more story and whatever. But there will be an Outbreak mode. I don't think that's going to come until December or January, whenever they release the new Warzone map, which apparently is going back to Verdansk, the original Warzone map. So I'm not expecting Outbreak to come until then, whenever that is. And I don't think it's going to be at launch. But we will be going back to that. They will have it as a mode. But much like Cold War, again, there will be the round-based zombies. I think we're going to get like 6 maps. I really do. I think we're going to have like 6 round-based zombies maps this year. 2 at launch and then 4 throughout the remaining, you know, as we go. Plus the Outbreak map, like I said. Dude, why? I have plenty of stuff. I'm gonna do this. We're gonna use a Scorcher this time. We're not gonna rely on a car. Although, oops, that's my bad. All right, we're gonna load in, and I'm gonna grab a coffee while it's loading, and then we will hopefully get this intel. I don't know if it's actually even there. Supposedly, this was a rumor yesterday that it is in the game, so let's find out. Are there any other questions, basically, about like what's coming up, like things that, like questions that you guys have? If I know the answer, I can give it to you, or at least the rumors out there, whatever, and what I'm hearing. I mean, I think for the most part, we've kind of covered what I know to be coming, like the round-based stuff. I don't know. There's other stuff out there. Did you hear about the jet gun? Yeah, the jet gun is absolutely coming back as well, which is another reason why, you know, we've been thinking it's going to be a transit map at the beginning anyway. Although, hopefully they would have like made it so you can't just break the jet gun like as easily as you could in the past. We'll see. Might as well, I guess. Put that on. Just give me that. You know what? We're gonna do like we're gonna have a little fun. We're gonna do like all the good stuff.
got loot here.
By the way, the only way you can get around that whole animation that takes forever is just YY out of it, and then you can drop it. Like, you don't have to sit through the animation. Okay, we got a stronghold here.
Eyes on an enemy stronghold.
We got a buy here.
Buy station right here.
Let's go get this stuff done. I know I'm in the minority, but I actually like the elixirs more than the gobblegums. I don't like either system. I'm kind of curious as to how it's going to work this year. I don't like it. Again, the only reason why I don't like it is because to me it's pay to win, and I don't see how you can reasonably say it's not. But you know, like I said, I'll listen to the argument that you have if anybody wants to actually make that argument. I don't know. The elixirs, I don't know why people wouldn't like them. Like, if you liked gobblegums, I mean, you had one less that you could use per game, but you got to use them more often, which is kind of good for you, isn't it? I don't know. I'm holding down the right trigger. Whoa! You lit me. Oh, I forgot. I forgot I just used all. Like, I just used a whole bunch of good stuff, and I don't even know. Like, just because why not, I guess.
But it may not stay that way. Get what you came for and get out.
Where? You bastard. Oh, I forgot. Like, I really kind of forgot what I used. Okay.
Net call. Hostile birds closing on mission.
Anywhere but here. 2364 plus tax. Yeah, you know, and I've talked about this because a lot of people that watch my... It's kind of funny, by the way. I don't know if you guys have noticed this, but the people whose channels are doing well for Modern Warfare 3, when they put out BO6 content, they do terribly. The people like who've been around for a long time, it's kind of like more like the new people, the Modern Warfare 3 types. Their BO6 content is doing terribly. The old types who really didn't mess with MW3 too much, their BO6 content is exploding. So it's just kind of an interesting... Like, it doesn't mean anything other than it's just kind of interesting. Yeah, especially from me as a content creator kind of standpoint, like, oh, okay, it's just kind of like, why is this not taking off versus somebody else's kind of a thing, and it's just kind of interesting. I seem to have a little bit of an in-between kind of a group of people. Again, doesn't mean anything, I just kind of find it interesting. Okay, let's listen to this again. I also liked Outbreak more than... I disagree there. I like this version of Outbreak, Modern Warfare 3 version of Outbreak, way more than Cold Wars. Cold Wars was just boring to me. All right, let's listen to this.
Legacy. Fair enough.
This is way old, right? This is Legacy.
Perhaps another time, sir, I must return to my...
It wasn't a request.
This is way old. Okay. That was like the first radio that we ever had.
Thought you would not have been my first choice.
Suppose you would have preferred.
Okay, let's go find another one. I have a second card on me, right? Let's just boost, and then we'll find it in the sky. I don't dislike Outbreak. I enjoyed the mode. A lot of people were like, you know, it's not round based, so it sucks. Whatever. People can like what they like. The only thing I didn't like about it is I just found it to be a bit boring, just because there wasn't that much to do.
Got eyes on an enemy.
Other than that, I thought it was a fun mode. So, I think MW3 though, this version, like, you just got more things to do. It's more open. It's not round based at all, which I think works for this type of mode, like a huge map, like an open world map. Because as much as you think of like Outbreak as open world, it really wasn't. It was a large, it was a large map, or multiple large maps, but it wasn't just open. Okay, is this... Do you think this door is actually open, or it's not a visual glitch? Okay. So, somebody has been in here. Maybe they just didn't get the key, like I've been doing. No? They didn't open the safe. Yeah. I don't know. Let's just open the safe. And then we'll play the audio log. Will you try to solve the BO6 Easter egg first in the world? I mean, I always try, but it's not going to happen.
Seems like Fletcher's been improving response times. Here they come.
I mean, who knows? It might happen. I shouldn't say that. The thing is, it was kind of... When you guys, like, you kind of, like, wonder, like, how do they know these things? Like, how, when you see these streamers, like, in the past, like, if you go back and watch old streams, like, we're talking, like, BO4, like, everything, but, like, before Cold War, right? BO4, even World War II stuff, IW, BO3, and all of your favorite streamers that were streaming at the time, they always start off solo, playing solo, and then they do that for a day or so, and then, or maybe even a few hours, really, and then they join up with their friends because Easter egg's going to be hard to solve. We're going to need more people involved, helping figure it out, etc., 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 that kind of a thing. And then when you came to Cold War, all of those same people that always, you know, would try to play solo at the beginning of a new map, all knew somehow to play with their friends right off the bat, not even test it out. Dude, we're getting the same shit again. You know something? I have a feeling we're gonna have... Let's go do mercenary camps. I have a feeling we're getting the same logs over and over and over again because we're buying
Objective located. Let's move.
stronghold key cards, which shouldn't make sense. But I have a feeling it's either glitched out or we're not getting the reason why we keep getting the same exact message each time. Both games now. It's either glitchy or there's something about... I think it's just glitchy, to be honest with you, but you know what I mean. But yeah, then when it came time for Cold War, when the Easter eggs were going to be solved within 2 hours. Not one map made it past 2 hours of being solved. That was a pretty good shot. But they all were like squatted up right off the bat. So they get the inside intel. So we'll see how it is this year. I'm very curious. Will it be more of a Cold War type of year, like that level of Easter egg? Or will it be BO3 like? Will it be somewhere in between? Will it be BO4? There's no way it's BO4, that level. Like way too many steps. Like you can't go from Cold War to BO4. Like that jump is huge. Come on, what are you doing, buddy? Oh, you're gonna shoot me from over there? Okay, let's take that. Make sure we get our DNA. If you got to really high rounds in Outbreak, it wasn't boring at all. It was insane. Yeah, I mean, fair enough. He's underground. I was gonna get that the truck. If they mixed Outbreak and Modern Warfare Zombies together, it would be ideal.
It'll be a tough fight, but we do him some serious.
Yeah, I mean, I think this mode is fine. Honestly, I think
Got eyes on an enemy stronghold.
MW3 Zombies was good at the beginning of the year. The only reason why I don't like it now, and I'm bored now, is they just haven't added any new story. The missions, like, after the game launched, like, they just didn't give us any new missions. Except for the ones per season of, you know, go into the Dark Aether, extract from the Dark Aether, find these 4 items, and, you know. I mean, they did the exact same thing 3 seasons in a row. It's boring. Other than that, though, like, if they had just updated it throughout the year, I would have been perfectly happy. I don't want it to replace round-based, and it was never going to anyway. So, like, it wasn't even a real concern. Well, how does this guy die? But yeah, I would have been happy for a year to have like a fully updated Modern Warfare 3 Zombies. I think would have been good. I think it would have been really good. Fun, like, new thing to do for a year. Again, not to replace anything, just something different for the year. I'd have been totally happy. And they just, literally after the game's initial release, though, they just stopped with all the missions. They just, you know, I've been over this so many times. You guys got to be sick of hearing me talk about it. I'm sick of I'm sick of saying it. I would trade Outbreak and Modern Warfare Zombies for a single extra round-based map. Yeah. I mean, I think a lot of people feel the same way, but I think they just needed to follow through. I mean, they did with Outbreak. In fairness, you know, it was a new mode for them. They were trying a thing out, and ultimately they were successful with it. A lot of people played. It was just a different kind of a thing, and again, just at the end, it just got a little bit boring for me. It was just like too much of the same stuff over and over and over. Earn 100. Okay. Same one, dude. Okay, we're going into tier 2. Wait. I need to buy a. Okay, wait. Where's here?
Objective located. Let's move.
Let's do this camp. We'll get another card. I keep forgetting that, you know, with each time we do this, we need more cards. These guys are shooting me from pretty far away. Uh-oh. Sound got a little unsynced there. Where are you? There you are. There we go. Okay, that's done. Let's grab this. Let's get the hell out. Thunder! Oh my god. I have a feeling an Outbreak type mode will be in BO6 Zombies, which I don't mind because I enjoyed Outbreak. Okay, I'll say it again. 100% guarantee we are going back to round-based, and we are going to have Outbreak Zombies this year again as well. It is going to be, Outbreak is going to be MW3 Zombies. Pretty much. Like, exactly MW3 Zombies. Where are the goddamn strongholds, man? Oh, we got Legacy. That's why is that why I'm getting all the Legacy intel right now? Because there's a Legacy. You get whoever's on the map at the time. That could be a thing. Yes, we are. How am I getting shot from way? Dude, that's Legacy's Palace lighting me up like that. How are we... That's absurd. Okay, can we find... Just... Here we go.
Got eyes on an enemy stronghold.
My god. Those guys have the best aim ever. But yeah, I don't think Outbreak is coming. I'm just going to call it Outbreak, even though it's going to be like MW3 here. Because they call it Outbreak in-house. In Treyarch, they call this mode that I'm playing right now, that you're watching right now, Outbreak. There will be more of this, absolutely. There is going to be absolutely round-based as well. I'm happy for both. I enjoy both. I like round-based better, but I like having the other thing to do just as something different. I think is great. So I've got no complaints as far as that goes. The only time I would have a complaint about it is like, oh, if they just not spending any time on the round-based stuff because all they're doing is Outbreak, which that's never been the case in the past. It's not going to be going forward. I'm not worried about it.
Get to work on that save team. Dobbs will watch your back.
Okay, where is the safe? Where is the safe in this one? I don't think I've ever done this stronghold. I'm pretty sure I haven't. Oh, there's the audio logs. Where's the safe? Swarms? Anybody? Swarm? Oh, it's right here. Duh. Nito, what's going on, man? I didn't realize that was you talking up there earlier. That's why I don't know why I didn't notice that. Oh, it didn't register. I think Nitro was like hitting my brain. I didn't realize that was Nito. What's going on, man? Good to see you again. There's literally nothing to do in this game right now. Yeah, the only reason I'm playing is the aftermarket part. Exactly why I'm playing. Exactly why I'm playing. And to get this intel, this one piece of intel. Hopefully that will confirm the West Virginia Green Run / transit actual is the thing coming. Dude, they fucking flashbang, you know? They geeked up the mercs again. As we saw from Legacy's Palace, absolutely beaming me from literally 2 miles away. Oh, there you go. What the hell? Oh, you son of a bitch.
Back at it.
They really do beam, though, man. Like, we put the beret in the game. That's why. Okay. You know what? I'm keeping that. Should we go do Legacy? Okay, hold on. Bump this up again.
Legacy. Fair enough. Let me pour you a drink.
All right, let's go do Legacy's Palace. I haven't done this in a long time, dude. Watch me get absolutely friggin' wrecked. Now, there is a way you can kind of get him without even going into the room. We're gonna have to see if I can do this. It's been so long since I've done Legacy, though. It'd be kind of cool if we got a green run Outbreak. See, I was thinking like an Outbreak kind of a thing. I don't know. Like, I do like this mode. Like, I like where MW3 Zombies is at, like where it was at the beginning of the year. This size of a map, if you're gonna do something like this and have it be mission based, whereas Outbreak was objective based. Okay. So they're actually, even though they're both kind of large scale map zombie stuff, they're really very different. Because as much as Outbreak was quote-unquote open world, it really wasn't. There was a bunch of large maps that you had to navigate, and it was round-based. You went from round 1 to round 2 to round 3, and I know it's not round-based in the same sense. I understand that. I'm just saying the way it worked, functionally worked, was a round-based type of system. Hold on, I might have to concentrate here a little bit. It's been a very long time since I've done this. See, all I really want to do is make my way into... Whoa! That's a helicopter shooting me. Okay.
Back for another try.
I need to get into the building. If I can just get into that building... Here.
I'll enjoy the fear in your eyes as I kill you.
Oh, I forgot about this booby traps. Oh no! These guys. I was trying to go for an itch there at the same time. This could be bad because I don't actually have another... I don't have another self-revive. Oh shit. Oh no, we gotta give up. Oh no. Maybe we'll pick us up. I was just kind of bum rushing it to try to go in. I forgot about the stupid suppression things. I was just trying to get the beam through the wall. Intel or whoever, warlord on the map. Yeah, thanks, Enum. But there's not. It's not just always about that one particular guy, though. Oh, I forgot. Did it just boot? Oh, fuck it. That's my fault. I wasn't. I haven't died in this game in months. Whatever. But the intel that you would get wasn't always just the one piece of intel. You got multiple pieces of intel, and it might be focused on the whoever the warlord is at that particular time, but it wasn't always just about that one guy. Or girl, lady. Whatever. So, okay, whatever. I didn't do that. I did this. Thank you. La 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 la. Well, we can go earn our stuff back. That'll be fun. Put that on, and do we? I mean, I might as well. We're not gonna have anything else like taking up any space, so we might as well put on some perks. I haven't died in this game in forever, man. I would have rather have. That's fine. Let's go do this. And now is actually a good reason for us to go do a merc camp to go get the thing. So maybe that'll, like, I don't know. It feels like it was glitched to me because the entire first game we got the exact same message the entire time. Second game we got the exact same message for that game. They were different messages, but the first one was all about who the guy on the island, whatever his name is. I don't remember. The newest one, right? And the next one was all about legacy. And in the past, there's been other intel that you would get. It's not just the one message you get per game. So it might be focused on the whatever warlord is in the game on the map at the time, but I don't know. Maybe they changed something. Maybe you have to kill the warlord to get him off the map so you can get different intel. That doesn't make any sense, but maybe that is. I don't know. Transit would be a good outbreak map. You want the grief mode from BO2 to make a return. It was fun. I want Blackout with zombies as a free-to-play extra. Huh? I mean, that's kind of this, right? Like, Blackout was fun, but I always got team killed by my teammates. I think BO4 Blackout was a better version of Battle Royale than Warzone. My personal opinion. All they would have to do is remove friendly fire, and you're fine. Which I think they should do for that. But yeah, I think Blackout was more fun. And I talked about this on one of our last streams. I think loadouts kind of in Warzone like kind of ruined the experience. I think there should be no loadouts. I think you should have to be all ground loot, stuff that you find. That's just my personal opinion, though. Although we do have a stronghold right here, and of course I don't have. Oh, it's infested. Okay, so it doesn't even count. Okay, let's do this. Let's do that. Let's do that. Let's do it with the wiffle ball bat. So, and they should get rid of Warzone because it sucks. Oh, I do have $5,000. Okay. Is there? Yeah, let's go.
Buy station right here.
Although, you know what? We need the Merc Camp. We need the Merc Camp. Let's go do the Merc Camp. Because I can get, or you didn't actually get anything from the Merc Camp. You get it from the, yeah, whatever. Screw it. Ooh, I only have the one plate. I gotta remember that. The vest. I only have one plate.
Be a peach and send them to the great beyond.
Take that. Pick that up.
Перемещаемся в тыл противника.
Reload. Go through here. Hip fire for the win, because this is the best gun. By the way, if you're not using the FJX Horks, what are you doing? Rick's like, Michonne, have you used this gun? It's so good. You should check it out. No, don't do that. Anybody left? There's got to be.
Атакую.
Oh!
Now you're talking.
Son of a bitch.
The next step to eliminating Terminus's lieutenants.
Is there a guy up here? Is that what it is? Not an opinion. It just sucks. Okay. The only Warzone I enjoyed was 2020 Lockdown. Well, that was fun. I'm not gonna lie. What was that? I liked the original Verdansk when they had the zombies, whatever, like the Halloween Horror Nights version of it, whatever the hell that was called. The Halloween event. That was fun. No, that's
Got eyes on an
infested.
enemy stronghold.
Infested. Infested. I don't
Vehicle
want
marked.
this car. I'd rather have that. Okay, let's just go get a vehicle. There's nothing near. Like, there's really nothing near us. Come on, man. I mean, we could go into tier 2 right now. It doesn't really matter. What is the mercenary? Okay, it's Rainmaker. Get out of there. Okay, we can go. Let's just go do the second Merc camp, just so we have it. Whatever, we'll have that done, and then we'll make our way up this way. We'll have the extra card, and then we're just gonna keep finding this intel. I mean, I think it's glitched for sure, and makes me kind of whatever. The least that we can do, at least in this game, is get one disciple kill. If we do that, we'll complete the weekly challenges. So we'll have whatever conversion kit that is. So actually, I'm kind of curious about it. It's an M4 conversion kit that turns it into like a 50 cal. So maybe super duper strong, but probably very slow. So I don't know. We'll see. La, 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 la.
My bet is they're sitting pretty on a cache of equipment too.
There's a sniper right
They
above
got
me.
themselves up one of those nine-months. Kill 'em before
Should be
they do
anyway.
the same to you.
There's one. Is that it? Come on, you bastard. Still not it. Okay.
Враг двигается.
That's another L for terminus outcome.
Hit me with a shotgun. What a dick. Okay. Let's get going. Now we gotta find a gosh darn. See, sometimes I don't know why. Sometimes it fills your magazine in your gun, and sometimes it doesn't when you do that. I have no idea why. Makes zero sense if that's the case. Is this mine or is that? Okay. All right. Call out a Merc stronghold if you see it. I see it. Never
Got
mind.
eyes on an enemy stronghold.
Now we're gonna do two of these. If we get the exact same message, and this is the Rainmaker one, so if we get that first message that's the same, we're gonna go right to another one. And if that's the same message, then they're obviously glitched, and we're just gonna move on. We got to find one disciple, kill that, and we're done with our weekly challenges, and then we can, I don't know, we'll be done with this game for the day. Because let's be honest, I mean, you know, the first season that they did the challenges, you know, like remember the first Dark Aether, where there was like a system to it. You went through, and we should definitely get ourselves a dog while we're trying to get our. I forgot that I need to build my stuff back up too.
Outfitted a stronghold nearby. Expect increased enemy movement in your AO.
What was I stuck on there?
Entry secured. Expect significant resistance.
Ooh. Where the hell are they all coming from? Okay. They did buff these guys, so I don't know what these guys are called. What's the the guys with the hoods? Of balaclavas. Oh, look at that. Did I already have? Oh, I did. Alright, whatever.
Dobson strike team. Hope you're in the mood for company.
Hope you're in the mood for company. I remember getting ripped off for cursed ammo. Oh, what did I just do? Are we still talking about BO4? I think we're still talking about BO4. Sometimes I forget. My brain doesn't work so good. La 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 la. I liked BO4. I like BO4 Zombies. BO4 Zombies, the only thing BO4 Zombies suffered from really, well, I mean, it was like a shit ton of steps. Like, there was too many steps in all those Easter eggs. So it suffered from that, I think, a little bit. But the only thing it really suffered from, the reason why it has a bad reputation, is the blue screens that launched. And it's something that they fixed, so it's unfortunate. People still think of it like the game like that as not being good. It really is like how much first impressions matter. Like, it's a great example because it's good. It's a good zombies game, man.
What can I do for you, Fletcher?
Exact same message.
Position orders. Head count looks like
Okay. Oh, you know what? Let me grab that just in case. I don't think it, I know it doesn't mean anything, but let's just pick it up and set it down.
I assure you it's not.
Deadbolt is a multi-government operation.
Oh, I almost left without that too.
You're not gonna hold the men with so few
What's the matter
hands.
with me?
The big commander thinks that me.
All right, let's go get this this cargo contract. I forgot I need to rebuild my character because I can't believe we went down, dude. I haven't died in this game in forever. Although, you know, I was mentioning like how I just got my the final schematic that I needed after a dozen trips into the tier 5 Dark Aether.
Vehicle. Commandeer it.
But I was playing with a friend of mine, and we're going around. You know, we're all set up. We loaded to the game with all of our good stuff. You know, like all the stuff that you do. We both have our scorchers, and we're scorching around the map. And you know, we use our golden armor. We use the we have our dogs with us. We have the ether blade. We have like all the stuff that you use, right? Like, you know, all the good stuff. All that stuff that's on cooldown for like 7 weeks after you use it. And we're getting ready to go in, and literally, like, we're in tier 3. We're doing like the last. I had over 100 grand, or no, I had over 90 grand on me. It's like, dude, we can just go. Like, we don't need to do this anymore. He had like 80 something grand. It's like, oh yeah, okay. So like, we're literally heading to the rift, and he scorches up into the air, and it does that thing where it just insta kills you and throws you down through the ground. Can't be revived. You're just like super dead. I was like, that's just perfect, man. And then so I got to go into tier 5 on my own, and I do that. And I do the first, you know, I do the contracts left to right when I go in there. I don't know if that's the best way. It's just how I do it. So, you know, take that for whatever it's worth. Ooh, definitely need that. I gotta remember we don't have. Okay, we're
Got
gonna
eyes
try
on
this.
an enemy strong.
And it's just one of those things, like, you know, I was saying, you know, the first Dark Aether was, you remember how that worked? Like, you went and did the first contract, and then you got the dog bone, right? The schematic. And then if you completed the second contract, you got the ether blade. And then if you completed the third contract, and you had to do them all in one go, like each time, you would get the golden armor schematic. And that's just how it worked in that game. That Dark Aether version that we had, the first one, which was the best one as far as I'm concerned, because then it was just like, okay, well, you have a chance for this, you have a chance for that, you can possibly get this. Like I said, when did I get those?
To the Goat Zombies streamer.
What did I say? To the Goat Zombie show. Thank you, Eric. Thank you, man.
May not stay that way. Get what you came for and get out.
I just want to listen to this guy. I don't want to take your stuff. Can I just listen to the?
Be advised, Terminus reinforcements approaching your
What's up, dude?
location.
Shit, they're moving fast. Prep for
Same.
engagement,
It's
people.
glitched. It's definitely glitched. Okay, we're just gonna bang out some contracts, and we're gonna get our stuff back that we lost from going down. But that was the best way to go, as far as I'm concerned. Like, you actually went in. There were things you could earn. It was structured. It made sense. And then it was just like, it was complete RNG after that. Like, why did I have to do like that tier 5 so many times just to get the final schematic that I needed? Like, there was just no need for it, man. And there's no dog house here, so I will take this extra thing just in case. You know what? We're gonna replace that, because if I can use a dog, if I get a dog, I will take the dog over that.
Vehicle
I probably won't get one because it's not here, and I'm not gonna go looking for it. But whatever. Okay. I have 8,700 dollars. Eric, thank you again, man, for the donut. I greatly appreciate you. Thank you so much, man. And oh, dude, less than a month away. Less than a month away for you. To the big. Like, you're all grown up after that, huh? All right. What do we want to do? Let's go do. We need to do some contracts. We need cash. Or we can go. What's tier 2? What do we have here? We're right here. Let's go do this.
Got a
What am I doing?
contract here.
Going across the bridge. This guy thinks I'm gonna chase him down. About 2 months. I thought it was in June. No? I mean, I think you would know better than me, so you obviously know. But I thought it was true. Still right around the corner. Yeah, I mean, definitely. Feeling like going back to complete the transit. Yeah, dude. On solo? Well, that's a different thing. I definitely want to play that. I think. Well, shit. I don't know if I should say it because if I don't follow through, you guys will kill me.
I want a 5-finger discount on those Terminus guns.
I think a lot of these streams, because let's just kind of deal with the fact that, I mean, for the most part, this mode, this zombies mode, is basically done for the year. Modern Warfare 3 zombies, meaning, like what we're doing right now. It's not done, but there's not a lot left, right? I mean, for sure, there's just not a lot left. There's not going to be. There's the broken rifts that we got coming up later, like season 4.5. But that's nothing. Like, it's just going to be like a rush mode. I think it sounds like it's just going to be like a pure rush mode. And if you can complete it, all of your cooldowns get wiped out. If you can't, you just die and then you don't make it out. But I don't think there's nothing to do in there other than get a bunch of kills. So it's not like a new, wow, this is a cool experience. And at this point, like, I don't even care about the cooldowns because I barely play this game anymore because there is nothing new to do. And what there is to do, I've done it so many times. The novelty is worn off. Like, I don't find any fun in it. Whereas yesterday I played Die Maschine again, and I had a very good time playing it. I would much rather do stuff like that. So I think like some of you guys have been around zombies for a long time, are like veterans of the mode. You absolutely know what you're doing when it comes to the game mode. You're probably better than me, and you know more than I do about it. But I know that there are other people out there that they came to zombies during Cold War, basically, and like MW3 would be very hard for them. Oh, it's
Got eyes on
infested.
an enemy stronghold.
We're gonna
Got
try
eyes on an
another
enemy
one.
Stronghold.
Gotta try. Oh, we should do the infested to get like a backpacks and stuff, right? Whatever, it doesn't matter. So I think going forward, I might just start doing the Easter eggs, but I'm gonna do them with you guys. So the only game, by the way, that I have on PlayStation, at least solely on PlayStation, is BO4. Everything else I have on Xbox, and then like there's like Cold War, you can play crossplay, obviously.
God damn it! I missed my revolver.
Stronghold is ours. For now. Find and
But I think I'm just gonna start like trying to play with you guys for pretty much most of the rest of the year. Because again, there's just nothing. There's nothing new to do on this game, as of now, at least. And like I said, there's nothing until season 5.5 that's coming. That's going to just be another Dark Aether Rift kind of a thing. Like, it's not going to be anything special. Or even if it is, that's still 2.5 months away. 3 months away. So, you know, I'm not even thinking about that right now. The Broken Rift stuff that's coming for season 4.5, like I just mentioned, it's just going to be going into the Dark Aether, a Dark Aether kind of rift, and again, it's going to be a rush mode. Survive it, and you wipe out all the cooldowns on all your stuff. If you die, you know, you die. And you're SOL. You're doing what I'm doing right now, and like you got to go get all your stuff back.
God damn it,
so
I missed my revolver.
I think we're gonna do well, really all the games. I mean, you guys know the games. I don't need to label them. You guys are aware of what games, what zombies is in this game. I mean, in Call of Duty. So
What can I do for you, Fletcher?
it's the same fucking thing. It just doesn't. It's so.
Your head count looks like
Why? was gonna say, why did they do that? They didn't do it on purpose. I hope they didn't do this on purpose. Like this, if this is intentional, this is the dumbest thing ever. I need to kill one.
Loaded fresh man.
One disciple. And usually you get disciples at tier 2 exfils, don't you? I don't have a good ether tool for this. Mephistopheles, final boss. Yeah, dude. I still... I haven't played, honestly, that in a while, though. I shocked myself. I don't even know when I picked this up by accident. Do you not usually get a disciple or two at tier 2 expos? I'm virtually certain you do. You usually do, anyway. What's up, homie? Okay, so we did that. So it's either glitched or they really made a terrible update to the game. Either way, we're not going to get this message. Kick the Xbox. That usually does the trick. Might as well go get ourselves triple papped as well, since especially because we don't have a good ether tool on us. And I do want to get this final... I do just get one mimic, so we can do... some... Yeah, let's grab this 500. We can do some tier 3 roaming around and just grab one that's flying by, not even an HVT. Because with the blue ether tool, I think what we have, yeah, it would be kind of a nightmare. I've been playing since Nox. Yeah, I mean, I know a lot of you guys have, but I think there are, I know, a significant number of people that watch me that are newer players. Meaning like Cold War and beyond. But yeah, I mean, I would like to... even stuff like on Shadows, BO3, like, I've never completed Shadows of Evil completely because I don't play with people very often. I'm always solo. So, like, I've done it, but, like, up until you capture the Shadow Man, not the final step where you actually shock the thing, you know, and get the you know, when the train's converged in the middle and blah, blah, blah. The very final step to get the little cutscene where Rick Toffin walks out and yoinks the summoning key away. So there's things like that. Like, I definitely want to... it'd be fun for me to play with you guys as well, just for those kinds of things. But, like, you know, to complete Buried and... you guys know the maps that are... You can't solo. All that kind of stuff. And also, it'd be fun to... Like, I've done Call of the Dead a bunch of times, which I really like, but I've never done the multiplayer version. The Easter egg is a little bit different. I meant to honk my horn. And I pressed the wrong. By the way, this just reminded me. I found something 2 days ago. Speaking of Outbreak, I played over the weekend. Well, they moved this. I'm not paying attention anymore. I discovered something about Outbreak that I genuinely did not know. I shocked myself. I was like, what is this? And it's so stupid. And the reason why I found it is really stupid as well. I'll tell you in a second. Doesn't help me at all. Why could you get a green tool? Like, stop it. So I was playing Outbreak over the weekend. I think it was Saturday. Just for the giggles. I haven't played it in forever. And I was just like, you know what? I want to hop on. I'm being super casual. I'm going to do this. Fine. And, you know, in this game, when you're driving, right trigger is gas, left trigger is brakes, and bumper is emergency brake. In Cold War, gas is your right stick, your left stick is forward and backward, so gas and brake. and you just steer with this the other stick. You do not use your triggers for anything in Cold War, unless you want to aim while you're like driving a snowmobile, which I had no idea about. The only reason why I figured it out is because I'm so used to playing this game that I was using my triggers nonstop to try to drive the thing instead of just using the sticks. I had no idea you could aim while driving a snowmobile in Cold War on Outbreak. Legit no idea, man. I just figured that out for the first time.
Got a contract here.
I had no clue that was the thing. I legitimately had no idea. Like, I'm making a short... I recorded it. I'm making a short video. I'll put it out soon. What was worse, Exo Zombies or Vanguard Zombies? Oh, Vanguard. Vanguard was garbage, man. I don't even consider Vanguard a real game. Because I don't think it is, to be honest with you. Vanguard was the worst zombies experience we've ever had. I don't think... I mean, everybody's entitled to their opinion, but I don't see how anybody could say that it's not the worst that we've ever had.
I marked one of the Dark Aether's top routes.
Yeah, I would play Exo Zombies. Like, I mean, I think Breakout is...
Well,
What?
no, dead, really.
Okay, it just asked me if I wanted to hang off the side of it rather than get in. Wow. This game is something, man. Or World War II. I haven't played enough World War II to really say, although, like, see, the first map, the Final Reich is a genuinely good map. It's a good Easter egg. It's just legit good. There's nothing else about that game, though, that even remotely makes me want to play it. And I've barely, like, you've seen, Thunder, like, how much of the Darkest Shore I ever played. It's not a lot. And it wasn't, I don't think it was fun. And I know some people, you know, legit think World War II is the best zombies that we've ever had because it's the most, like, hardcore kind of horror related. Like, it's straight up like a horror game. What the heck is this guy? Dude, where is he? Oh my god, he's over here. Are you him? No, you're just some regular mangler walking around. I don't know why I have these on still. I'm shocking myself. Well, he's shocking me, technically. Dude, your ether tool is so important in this game. Like, look, we're doing next to no damage. Like, normally he would just be wiped out an hour ago. And now it's gonna be like, man, it's gonna be kind of hard to kill him. Here we go. Jeez. Hey, now you give it to me. It's fine. Rather have it now than not have it at all, though.
Guys, tell me if you find any RSF. Rock, spores, or fungus.
Alright. World War II Zombies Torture Path is literally torture. Yeah, I mean, there's just... They didn't make that game look like fun, really, at all.
Found a contract.
Where are we guaranteed in Tier 2 to get a disciple? I mean, you can just find them. Oh, you know what? Where's the ammo? Right over here. Usually there's one hanging out. No, not this one. It's over there. Kind of where we're going.
Depot here.
You know that little park that I'm talking about? Hi, man. It's $500. We don't need it. La, 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 la. I couldn't even see in that map. Darkest Shore. Yeah, dude. Darkest Shores. So, I mean, yeah, I didn't have a positive experience with that, but I World War II I'm talking about in general, but I didn't play it enough to like have a true say on the game. Well, that's not true. It wasn't my thing. It wasn't horrible, but it wasn't my thing. But Vanguard Zombies was literally the worst thing we've ever had. Like, that was genuinely insulting that they even tried to. I mean, I buy Call of Duty now purely for zombies. And when they try to sell a game like Vanguard, like, hey, this has a legit zombies experience in it, and then you buy the game and you play it and you realize, no, this is not a legit zombies experience. I mean, it's not even close. It's hard to take. It's really annoying, and yeah, it's just kind of bad, like very, very, very bad of them, I think, to do that. Exos. The thing about Exos, really, I mean, they're terrible Easter eggs. The steps are dumb. They don't make any sense. They had again, it's just like they had no idea what making an Easter egg, you know, doing a zombies kind of maps and like what that even meant. It's kind of like somebody had to explain it to them, and like, yeah, you put these like hidden steps in there, like you can't, you know, blah blah blah, and they were just like, oh, okay, so you just literally hide shit throughout the map, like kind of okay, like they're terribly designed Easter eggs. I mean, I think that's very fair to say. I mean, they got a little bit better as far as like the steps, as far as like do they make sense or not as the game went on, but like incorporating the movement of the exosuits was kind of like the jump steps, like on Descent. No, the grenade step on Carrier. The Carrier is one of the. It's not a bad map. It's a terrible Easter egg. The grenade step is one of the worst steps of all time. I think it might be the worst zombie step ever, as far as I'm concerned.
Damn it, I missed my revolver.
Yeah, I'm trying to think of something like off the top of my head that's worse, but I don't know. I can't think of anything. That's a really bad step. And like then the teleportation like things that you had to load up, you know, you get 1 or 2 per round. You need like what, 20 or 25 of them. So it literally takes you another 10 to 15 rounds minimum to progress to the next step, and it was purely because like it was too easy, so they just like, oh, here you have to do more now. Like that's their I've said this a bunch of times, like when they don't know what to do, they just here's more of it, the same thing. They don't know how to create a challenging experience, an organic experience. So they just like, well, here's more zombies. Here's more of the, oh, you're doing fine with that. Okay, well, here's more of the super, like the mini bosses. Here's, yeah, more of those, plus more of the regular zombies, plus more armored zombies, plus more blah, 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 more. Like they don't know what to do. They don't know how to design it. And that was kind of what they did there. Anyway, Exo Zombies, they just kind of screwed up. Again, I think it was their first attempt. I genuinely don't think they had any idea. Like, they didn't know what the hell they were doing. And, oh, that's a shame. The terrible placement. It's terrible placement for these things. Okay, where's Package? Where was Tier 3, Pat?
Here. Something's going on with our satellite feed and trying to get it back on.
How much? Oh, jeez. Okay, bathhouse.
Oh no.
Yeah, the Darkest Shore fog was just...
This is no false alarm.
They were like, oh, transit, you can't see shit.
We've got an
You ain't seen nothing yet. Literally and figuratively, get it?
thinking about your way out.
Yeah, they just like... Oh, what's the worst experience in zombies you ever had? We can double down on that. All right, that's a good idea. Way to go, Sledgehammer. Sledgehammer just has a very bad history of with their zombie stuff. Oh, wait. I thought. Oh shoot. Oh, here. This is probably a bad idea. It's not gonna be able to get him from over there. Okay, that would be a waste. Never mind. I don't remember what I was saying. Something about the fog. Yeah, whatever. It sucked. It really sucked. That game sucked ass. Let's go triple pap real quick. I just realized too, because normally I would save cash at the end of games now because of the cooldowns, but I guess we don't need cash anymore to cool down. It's just these DNA strands, right? So I can spend my money on like triple papping, and it's not a big deal. As far as like my cooldowns and stuff goes, like it doesn't matter, right? I guess. But I do. Actually, I gotta. Okay, where is a buy?
Buy station right here.
Let's go do these things that we actually need to do. I keep forgetting, like, because it's been so long since I've died out in this game that, like, I haven't had to restock my stuff in forever. So we need a real backpack here. So let's buy that. I had enough for... Okay.
Oh, I got bubble guts.
So I think we're
That ain't a good sign.
completely
Better guard. This place screams.
restocked now, right? Okay, so now all I want to do is kill a disciple. And then I'm good. So let's go see if we can find a regular one around. Okay, we are going to put it in here. This is the one I was going to go for. Because sometimes there is a disciple that hangs around down here to my right. Which, if we could lure him over... Oh, we're just collecting the DNA. Oh, hey, look at might as well take another one of these. Mimic, not a disciple. Mangler. Oh, get wrecked, fool. Just because I need a disciple, I'm not going to get one, so... You just know it. Okay. I don't have many points left either because I just bought all that stuff. I don't see one here. Sometimes there can be one... how do I get it from there? Down by the pack-a-punch on the right-hand side over here. You know what I'm talking about? That's a cool jump. Way to go. Beep beep. I gotta remember, I don't have any of the good stuff on now. Does this happen to you guys where you get so used to playing with like golden armor and ether blades that you forget that you don't have it on, like, and then you just stop repairing your armor, and then Oh, yeah, wait a minute. Oh, shit. Like here. Ah. Oh, I don't even have brain rot on, too. Right. Oh, there we go. Get turned, fool. Okay. Imagine we got gobblegums in BO6, but they forget to add perks. So it seems like, I mean, 95% of you guys have said so far that have voted in the poll have said gobblegums coming back are a good thing. I'm on the bad side. I say, well, maybe literally and figuratively for this. I think it's a bad thing, but you know, whatever. It is what it is. I get it. So I'm just gonna have to spend some real money, I guess, this coming year leading up to the game. On COD points. I don't see, like, how are they gonna do it, do you think, though? Like, because in the past, now there were like literal governmental rulings on this stuff about like it's adding gambling into the game, and you kind of can't do that, right? Because minors playing it or whatever. I don't know, something. Obviously, don't hold me to any of this because as you can tell, I don't really know what I'm talking about when it comes to this. But if it's going to be the kind of thing where, like, what would they say, like $5 per perkaholic? But like, if you buy regular gobblegums, like, I don't know, whatever, like double point gobblegums, they're only 50 cents each. But like, how would they do that? I don't know. Like, you can't make it. I don't think you could make it so it's just random, right? But I don't know. I don't remember. I don't know these governmental rulings and all that kind of stuff. Like, I don't know what the exact thing is, so I don't know how that's gonna work. Where's the storm, by the way? It's in tier 3. Okay. Oh, I mean, I drove right through it a minute ago. Okay, why are we not getting a disciple over here? There's always a disciple. We got one. Get off of me. Get off of me. Reload. There we go. You died. Right? Or did I need to do it with the assault rifle? Oh, shit. Is that a thing? Okay, I got some kind of thing for getting all the DNAs. Got like all the DNAs. Is there another disciple around? Why did I not get the thing to finish it? Okay, well, I need to get to a spot where I can actually look at this challenge. Oh, get off. Okay, I want the Wonder Waffle just because you never get the Wonder Waffle, so. With a recommended weapon. This is a recommended weapon. Oh, I think he died from the... Oh my god. He didn't die from my gun. he died from the stupid blast. You guys are too fast. I can't believe, I mean, I can totally believe it actually, but...
Touching down in the EZ.
Okay, the storm, the bad thing is the storm is here in tier 3, so we actually do have to move.
Everyone at base is safe. Strike teams, you're the ones in real danger here.
I wanted that Wonder Waffle. It doesn't matter. Okay, let's,
Marking extraction point.
It's kind of a long way to go, but whatever. Haven't heard anything in months. Wasn't there a bunker in Warzone? Oh, yeah, by the way, I did see something about that. This guy on Twitter, I'm not even going to give out his name because he really likes to think he's super cool, obviously. He doesn't post anything with any kind of reference or, like, explanations or whatnot. He just literally posts stuff, like, being as cryptic as possible. I'm sure so he can, well, it seems to be so he can go, like, you know, oh, dude, how do you not know what this is? Or, like, you know, just to get you to beg you to ask him more about it. So, again, I'm not going to tell you what his name is. If you follow him, great, go ahead. But he literally posted today with the new season. Oh, here, like, can we take him out super quick? Was that it? Why did that not count? Why did that? Why did that not count? I killed him. I don't know. So there is something about it. Like it's open. There's more. There seems like there's more stuff in there, but again, it came with like no explanation whatsoever. And I don't play Warzone, so I've not been in it. I've seen it, like, you know, the zombies in the tanks and stuff. So, and there's only a few of those bunkers open on the map. It's not all of those big bunker doors, like, that contain... or they weren't all opened up, and they don't all contain the same stuff. But apparently, yeah, they are... there is something to it. Okay, can we get a mimic? I mean, a disciple? I don't know why that one didn't count. A recommended weapon. This is a recommended weapon. I'm positive of that. I mean, I'm not 1,000,000% positive, but I'm pretty sure.
Hold position, team. I'm starting this storm fast as I can.
Okay, did I see a disciple over there? No, I think it was a dog that was spawning in. This is one of those examples of what I mean by, like, hey, we'll just add more stuff. It's like there's literally 7,000 manglers that you have to deal with.
Stay clear. Bringing her down.
We kind of mimic. No disciple, but we got a mimic. Alright, oh, the storm's here too. Okay. Let's just go. There's literally no point in us being here anymore.
We're headed home.
Okay, we're gonna go look at this FJX horse. It's been a recommended weapon for a long time now, and I don't know why it would have changed today, other than I was actually using it, so of course it wouldn't work. That's reason enough. Seems to be. Either way, I'm pretty much done with this game, man. I just don't dig it anymore. And again, the whole thing, all they would have had to have done, like, in order for me to enjoy playing this, was just simply have added missions that, you know, as they went throughout the year. Just stayed on top of it and whatever. But like stuff like this, like, that's annoying. There's a blueprint for a melee weapon. Like, you can't add attachments to it. It's just a camo. It's kind of dumb. I think it is double XP though right now, right? With the new season? I think. I don't know. I want to look at that calling card we just got for the DNA things. I've been done with it since they added the bike. Yeah, I mean, you kind of knew at that point too. It's just like, oh man, they're really. I mean, I think I even said it during the streams. It's just like they don't know what to do because it is a recommended weapon. You can see it there, the little fire thing sign. That means a recommended weapon. I don't know why we didn't get credit for it. Whatever. I don't care. Yeah, I mean, well, whatever. Okay, I just don't. I can't. I just can't care about it. I just don't. Collect 1,560 aid DNA samples. 98% complete. Oh my god. What? Collect 3,100 DNA samples. Oh, Cyto. They're different kinds. Oh, okay. So the blue and the orange or whatever. Oh, okay. Okay. I mean, these are things you'll get, obviously, as you're just progressing through and playing. I mean, I'm going to keep, like I said, I'm going to do this probably once a week just to do, like, the weekly challenge for the, to unlock the whatever per week. I don't know why we did not get credit for the Disciple kill with our recommended SMG. But whatever. I will finish this stuff offline, just so I have it. And then if the M4 conversion kit is like amazing, it turns it into like an like I said, like a what did I say, like a 50 cal round that you're shooting. If it turns out to be amazing, then I will obviously like make a video or stream something about that. But we're probably done with MW3 zombies for another week, and then so tomorrow will be like, I don't know, Cold War or something. I don't know. I'm just curious because I saw the thing pop up, but I don't know if it was maybe like you just got, like, you know, it's tier 1, tier 2, tier 3, a lot of the things. So maybe that was it with the whole DNA stuff. But I'm not seeing like anything being even progressed. So I don't know. The whole UI, UX in this game too is just the worst, man. Whatever. Okay. We're going to leave that there because I just can't be asked. By the way, you can go into the store. Black Ops 6 is there. I put it on my wish list. You don't have to. It's going to go on pre-sale. Like I said, June 9th. June 9th is a big day. Like, just in case you don't know, and I'm going to stream it live. Xbox is doing their showcase. They're going to have a presentation for probably about an hour. And then after that showcase, that presentation, then they're giving it over completely to Treyarch for the Black Ops 6 reveal, which is going to be another 45 minutes to an hour. So Xbox is going to do like a kind of like tomorrow. Sony's doing State of Play, another State of Play. I'm not streaming that. I've done it in the past. It never does well for the channel, so I'm not going to bother. But it's like, you know, hey, this game's coming out, this game's coming out, this game, blah blah blah, whatever. It's going to be the same kind of thing for Xbox, but they're going to do like I said, a 45-minute to an hour presentation of those things that they have coming. And then they're giving it over to Treyarch, and it's going to be like, if you haven't seen the Black Ops 4 reveal, if you weren't watching that at the time, or you maybe for whatever reason, you can go check it out. It's on YouTube to get an idea of what to expect for this upcoming reveal. It's going to be a big deal. Like for Black Ops 4, it was a big deal because that's when they added Blackout. So it's first Call of Duty Battle Royale. So it was a very big deal at the time. There was a lot of things, you know, like the movement had changed a bit. You know, coming off of BO3, of course, that changed a lot from BO3. But there was no more dolphin diving. It was sliding, which is a big thing. And, you know, like it was just kind of a big deal. Like things were changing. And for this game, it's going to be, I think, quite similar because they had the extra year off. And two, especially for our concerns here, really, for the zombies aspect, you know, we haven't had any like sustained good zombies since Cold War, since Treyarch's last game. We're talking 4 years ago, you know. So, you know, we got Vanguard, which was, again, complete garbage. We got zombies in MW3, but after the release, like, they didn't add much of anything other than go into the Dark Aether, get out of the Dark Aether, go into the Dark Aether, get out of the Dark Aether, go into the Dark Aether, get out of the Dark Aether. Like, they just stopped. So there is a lot of stakes especially as far as zombies goes for this year. So it's going to be a big deal. But again, I am going to be streaming it live. So if you want to hit subscribe, turn on notifications just for now. If you want to, like, notification thing is totally up to you, whatever. We're going to get a very good idea of what's to come and what leaked today as far as the Vault Edition. And I will be getting the Vault Edition for this game for sure. You're going to get some blueprints, of course, but then there are skins coming. There's like 4 operator skins you can get to play in zombies. One of them is the Warden / Brutus from Mob and Blood. And another one is Klaus from Mauer der Toten in Cold War. Now, that's cool because they look cool, whatever. The bad news as far as that goes, as far as I'm concerned, means we're not getting a set crew of... like, we're not going to have a set zombies crew like we had in the past. It's going to be more operators. That's why because there's no way that Brutus would be, the Warden would not be part of our crew. You know what I mean? He's not a good guy that's going to be helping us to try to, you know, rescue Sam from the Dark Aether or something. Same thing with, I mean, Klaus actually would make sense in a weird way because it's a robot. So you could, it doesn't have to be the Klaus from Mauer. It could just be another version of Klaus. And he would potentially help us go get Sam from the Dark Aether. It's from Cold War where the Dark Aether storyline started, so that would make sense. How much you think the pre-order Vault Edition will be? I'm expecting it'll be $100. So the regular edition will be $70. There is Last Gen still will be available if you are still... well, it's not that. I was thinking like back to like PS3, Xbox 360. It's not that. If you're still an Xbox One player or a PS4 player, you can still, the cross-gen edition will be $70. You can play it on that. Something I am actually curious about, what about if you have Game Pass Ultimate, though? Still $100? Oh, I don't know. That I don't know. There's another huge thing. This game will be available day one on Game Pass. You have to have above core. I have core, but I would get it early anyways because I want to get the pre-order bonuses. I want to, hopefully there'll be zombies early, but even if not, even if it was just the campaign to play early, I would still get that anyway. So the Game Pass part of it doesn't mean that much to me. But if you own Game Pass, like if you are a Game Pass person, again, above core, Ultimate definitely has it. And I don't like, there's like 5 different versions of it, and it's clear as mud how they describe it. I hate it. But it's like Xbox Game Pass for console. And then they have Xbox Game Pass for PC. Either of those things, you should have it available to you day one at release. Black Ops 6. Again, the only Game Pass I think that will not have Black Ops 6 available to it is the core version of it. If you don't know if you have core or not, you can see top left where it says Switters 13. It's going to change in a second. It's going to tell you underneath. It should. Always did in the past. Right next to my name, Switters 13, it says core right next to it, right there. I have core. That's the base level. That's like just so you can play online games. But like you really don't get much of anything else. I do get a couple of things from Game Pass, but like they're pretty lame, to be honest with you, for the most part. So yeah, if you do not want to pre-order the game, like if you already have Ultimate and you don't care maybe about getting a week's early, we don't even know if this is the case this year. We don't even know if there's going to be early access at all for anything. Forget zombies. We don't know if we're going to have early access for anything. So you might just not want to buy the game. Now, the thing with Game Pass is, if it's on Game Pass, it doesn't mean it will always be on Game Pass, though, right? Like, you don't actually own the game just because you like a game. They could take it off of Game Pass. Xbox now owns Call of Duty, obviously, so they have reason to always keep it on, but it doesn't mean that they 100% will. I'm not telling you not to, get it. Plus, if you try it out with your Game Pass and you decide, you know what, I'm glad I didn't pay $100 for this game, or I'm glad I didn't pay $70, I'm glad I didn't buy the game, and then comes out like, I don't know, January, they take it off of Game Pass, then you can be like, well, good, glad I didn't pay for it because I don't like the game that much anyway. So that could be good for you. But I don't know, like, Eric, have you had, with Ultimate, do you get discounts normally on the price of games? Because I just have core. I never go through that stuff, so I don't know. You think BO6 might remaster 5? Why do you think that? I mean, they already did in Classified for BO4. I haven't heard anything about that. For Starfield, but how much was it? Like, what was the discount? A $30 discount, or only cost you $30 for the premium version? I know I'm asking multiple questions. I'm making it more difficult. Just because the Pentagon in the teaser video? Yeah. I mean, it's government stuff, U.S. government stuff, and military stuff. So Pentagon being there, it only costs $30. Okay. Yeah. So honestly, you could probably, you probably won't be able to find out until June 9th and when this actually goes into the store. Because if you, like I said, you saw when you go into the store now, whoops. It just has it like not currently available, and you can put it on your wish list. I just put it on my wish list just in case, so like anything pops up early, whatever, maybe Xbox will notify me like, hey, the thing you have on your wish list just went blah, 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 whatever. So, yeah, I don't think there'll be a Pentagon remake, though. I don't think they'll do a 5 remake again. I mean, it would be great, I think, to have another Pentagon map, but if it's like a direct 5 Classified remaster remake, like, no. Because we've had 2 versions of it. Like, we don't need more than that. Basically, you're just buying the extras. That makes sense. Okay, that's cool. I'll have to check if it's on Steam yet. I mean, I guarantee you it's not available to buy yet, but it might, like, there might be something like this on there. Like, hey, do you want to reserve a copy or put it on your list of things that you want? But yeah, it won't be on sale until June 9th. But June 9th, that day, like, I'm starting to get, like, genuinely excited about BO6. Like, it's felt like it's so far away for so long that I kind of just put it over here, like, just whatever, we'll get to it when we get to it. I'm just trying to deal with what was in front of me, games wise, and but now it's like legit close. We're gonna have our first look at it in less than 2 weeks. I want it to be good. I really like. I don't want it to just be good because I think Cold War was good. I want it to be better than Cold War. And I do like Cold War. That's not a knock on Cold War. I want more out of this game than we got from Cold War, though. Cold War was a very shallow game. Most of there weren't a ton of side quest stuff. The Easter eggs themselves were very basic, straightforward. Although, ironically, I think D Machina had probably the most confusing steps, maybe, because it was like you're opening up the rifts, these, anomalies, quote unquote anomalies, as they said in the game, and then you go into the Dark Aether, and then when you go into certain rifts, remember, like, finding the ether scope. It depended on which ether you went into to find that part of the ether scope first, right? And then the same thing for getting the parts for the the Electrobolt, for the Firebolt, the Cryo and the Nova. Like, it depended on which. Well, I don't think Nova you actually needed to go into the Dark Aether, but all the other three you do for stuff. Like, which portal you went through was like, this is the fire portal. So if you do this one, you can do the fuse down by Deadshot Daiquiri. If you do go through this portal, now, why are we not getting data? What's going on? Why internet? What's happening? My internet's fine. Oh my god. Are you guys back? Can you hear me? Please put a 1 in the chat if you can hear me. It's on Steam, says coming soon. Okay. I just had for whatever reason. Thank you, Mark. For whatever reason, it showed me that the connection was lost on YouTube for a minute, and I don't know why. Because my internet's working fine. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe it's just a little glitch there for a second. Yeah, but anyway, I think I'm hoping the difficulty level is, like I've said a million times, like, I hope it's somewhere between BO3 and BO3 and Cold War would be fine with me. Something like that. And like plenty of side Easter eggs. And again, from what we've been hearing, this is the multiplayer side of it, things though, not like the zombie side. I don't think was like the devs have been playtesting for 2 years already. So like this game should run smooth as hell when it comes out. That's a long time. That's a long lead up. When a game normally, 3-year life cycle, you don't have 2 years of when you're actually physically testing the game out. You're still coming up with ideas, like you're doing research. Where are we going to set this? Where are we going to do? Like, you're not playing it in at the studio every day. So hopefully it'll be a very good game. Obviously, I just wanted to have a lot of depth. I wanted to have staying power. I think Zombies was better. They made Cold War easy for a very specific reason. They were like, you shouldn't have to watch YouTube tutorials to be able to complete the Easter egg. And they wanted to bring in more of the casual player and whatever. But I think if you want to bring in the casual player, that's what the Outbreak mode is for. Whether it's the Modern Warfare 3 version of it or the Cold War version of it. The Easter eggs on the round-based maps, I think, are better served being kind of hardcore. I mean, it doesn't have to go, like I said, BO4. I just think there's too many steps like that. Like, I couldn't imagine trying to play Zombies for the first time and it being Black Ops 4. That would be kind of a nightmare. especially the launch maps. Blood of the Dead, probably the hardest map ever, right? And Voyage of Despair, also a very hard map. So I don't know though, but it's really hard to make Easter egg steps logical and difficult to figure out, especially when it's community-wide kind of a thing where people are sharing information on Reddit and Twitter and Discord and wherever else, globally at the same time. So I just don't want another situation where every Easter egg is solved in 2 hours this year. I think it was better when it took 2 or 3 days. Like Revelations it took 9 or 11 days, I don't remember, because of the stupid bone step. Like that was ridiculous, and because the step made no sense and it was impossible to see. But people were interested. Like viewership was huge, and if viewership is huge on YouTube and streaming and all those whatever, you've got people's interest, so they're gonna try it. And this was back when you had to actually buy the DLC as well. So, I don't know. I think it was like the zombies mode was over here, and it was doing really well, and it peaked at BO3, and it was like, whoa, so why are you changing the formula so much? Like it was working, obviously. Why? I don't understand. Like it always baffles me. It's like it's doing really well. We should definitely change things. What do you mean? Why? Why would you do that? So I don't know. We'll see. I'm just getting excited now, and it's like it's getting close enough to kind of like, ooh, I can taste it now. Like, oh, it's there. And it also happens to be a time where like I am just with Modern Warfare 3, dude. I just kind of can't deal with it anymore. And I was a huge fan of this mode at the beginning of the year. All they had to do was keep updating it, and I would have been happy. But I just kind of can't do it anymore with this game, man. Going back to play some BO2 Transit to get ready for BO6 Zombies. Yeah, I mean, that's literally what's going to be happening. And I'm going to be going over some of the intel from Cold War. Just to kind of get, refreshed as well on that. I'm not going to stream that stuff because I did before, and I mean, understandably so. We're looking at the Cold War intel sheets. Like, it's not visually stimulating, but people did not turn out for that. So I'm not going to stream it. I'm just going to for myself to get caught back up on most everything. Hopefully multiplayer is great also. Yeah, I mean, you want everything to be great, obviously, but for me, obviously the biggest thing is zombies. I flat out don't care if there's a campaign. If they pull a BO4 again, I don't care. I mean, there's going to be, because Adler, we know, is in this game coming up, and that was something that leaked yesterday as well. Some art. They uploaded the wrong thumbnail. So there is going to be a campaign. I just don't care about it. I mean, I'll play it. I played all of them. I stream them. Like, I play it once and then I'm done. The campaign means next to nothing to me. I just don't care. But all right. I want to be able to say, like, this is exactly what we're going to stream next or whatever, but I don't know what we're going to do. Hopefully update more more wrong thumbnails. Yeah, well, I mean, as of the 9th, that's when it's going to go on sale. So all that kind of that stuff that leaked out today with the Warden and Klaus as playable characters, which again, it's kind of cool because it'll be fun. Like, oh, you're getting that if you buy the what's the upgraded bundle called again? The Vault Edition, which I'm going to. But it also basically, I think, guarantees us that we're not getting a dedicated crew. If we can play as the Warden, obviously he's not going to be part of the crew. That he's not going to be the Tank Dempsey of the new crew, trying to help rescue Sam from the Dark Aether. I mean, makes zero sense. So It just whatever. It kind of sucks. But Klaus would be fun to play as. It could be kind of fun to play as. Have you done the Origins Easter egg on BO2? Yes, I have. Thunder. It's my favorite map ever. We can definitely stream that soon too. It's kind of like this. Oh, we could not doing MW3 now. Kind of feels like we could do like all the other games now. But watch it be 250. It will be, Mark. But it's at the same time, it's like, well, what do people actually want to watch? Like, there's not a lot of zombies content out there right now, like streaming wise. There's the speedrunners that are always doing speedruns, but and there's like a couple of the high rounders that are always doing high rounds, but just playing and doing Easter eggs, like it just, even if people wanted to see it, they're not generally searching for that stuff now. You know what I mean? So. But be 250 gigs, yeah, almost definitely will be. Because everything now is under Call of Duty. And this next game, it's going to be the same thing. It's going to be under the Call of Duty HQ. So when that's, like when BO6 is ready to be downloaded, I'm going to go into here and I'm going to go Manage Game and Add-ons. And you can see 194 gigs on that there, plus these two save things, 49 gigs, 250 gigs, 245, 240 what-ish gigs, right? Manage, and everywhere you see the base game you got to keep because that's what everything's built off of now. But I'm gonna get rid of the multiplayer here. DMZ I should get rid. I'll get rid of that. Like we didn't actually go back to that. I think we kind of threatened to do that, but with you guys. But I don't know how much that's even a legit idea. Actually, I could take that off now. I haven't played multiplayer and I don't even remember the last time. I already have these things like deleted. Well, you're not deleted, but you know what I mean. Uninstalled. The whole reason why I have these content packs still is because they're only 10 megabytes each, and it's like, man, if I take them off and it ruins something, I'll lose my shit. But see, I got the Vault Edition from this past year, too. Multiplayer free access. One DMZ stream. I told you, if I'm going to stream it, it's going to be with you guys, so. Can I show you this, Eric? By the way, let me, I want to show you something. I have had, you'll see in a second. Whoops. No, why did it do that? Oh, there we go. Sorry, that was my bad. Here we go. I have had this thumbnail for about a year and a half. Just like sitting there ready and waiting to go for the first DMZ. Because we talked about it last year, because obviously we had no zombies last year, and but it wasn't around. I mean, my channel wasn't around last year. I've had that thumbnail ready to go for, again, it's been a long time now, over a year anyway. The classic Almazi, yeah, exactly. But that's been sitting there like ready and waiting to go, so it's still possible. That's why I haven't can't let it go to waste. That's why I haven't deleted it yet. But again, if we're doing that, like I'm playing with you guys, I'm not gonna stream it solo. BO6 supply drops, imagine. Well, see, that's the thing, is like, what do you guys think they're gonna do with the gobblegums, right? Because the whole supply drop thing, it was, you're buying it and it's for a chance that you're gonna get it. So I guess I mean, I don't know. I thought they had made that kind of thing. I don't know if illegal is the right word, but Well, yeah, no, maybe illegal. I don't know. Like, I thought they kind of made it so you can't have the supply drops anymore, right? But you can just buy. I guess you don't need to. You just buy COD points and then spend the COD points on. But you're doing that again. It's a chance thing. Like it's you know, like here. Oh, Jesus Christ. Dude, I fucking hate wires. I'm just like, can we just be done with wires altogether? Are they necessary? Like, can we not figure out how to make things wireless that work properly? That's the key. That work properly. All right, so if we go here, I mean, this is obviously what will be. Do you have a thumbnail for when you beat Mephistopheles? With fancy world play, they can get around it. Like buy 12 pack. Well, yeah, they could for sure, but I think also because you're buying COD points, you're not buying supply drops themselves, right? It's definitely a BS way of getting around, the issue, but I wish I had. I don't have any liquid divinium. But so you would spend 1 or 2 or 3 or whatever to open up the different doors, but it's still random. Like you don't. Again, like if you were going to go to the store, right? You wouldn't just you don't go to the grocery store and be like, okay, here's my money. Get me dinner. And then they just like, you're like, oh man, I hope they give me ground beef and potatoes and carrots. Like, oh, please give me those. Please give me those. And it comes back as like, here's a turkey leg and some wilted lettuce. And you're like, oh, fuck. I didn't get it this time. Maybe tomorrow's dinner will be good. Like, I want to go to the store. I want to buy my Perkaholic. I want to buy Shopping Free. I want to buy Raindrops. I want to buy Immolation Liquidations, and meatballs. Exactly. But you don't just randomly, like, you don't put your money down and go, okay, let's see what you get. You buy the thing. So it is still gambling in that sense, right? If we're doing this, it's still quote unquote gambling to a degree. BO4 supply drops were better. I don't even remember BO4 supply drops. I mean, I remember there was like the weapon cases things, and I don't remember exactly how they did it in that game, to be honest with you. So I don't know. I don't know how they're going to implement the gobblegums. And I don't think there's any way. Because you got to think, too, like on in Cold War, you could buy a Perkaholic every game. Like, Perkaholics were super helpful in BO3 or 4. Because you literally wouldn't be able to get all those perks without it. I mean, you could use a different, like Soda Fountain or Unquenchable or something like that. But other than that, like, there was no way to get more perks. In Cold War, you can just buy all the perks. If you had 50 crates, you could pick any weapon DLC weapon you wanted in BO4. Oh, I flat out don't remember. You had, 50 seems to be a key number that you're using there. So you had to save up 50 of them to get a specific one. So instead of using 1 crate to get lucky to get the thing you wanted, you could spend 50? Is that... Okay, so I mean... So yeah, then technically that's not gambling, but your return on investment, I mean, I could spend 1 or I can spend 50. Are you going to save up the 50 or are you going to gamble 50 times first? Because that's still a bullshit way of doing it. I mean, it's you're making it so you can guarantee yourself, but would it even be possible to get all the things that they're going to offer if you waited up for 50 crates every time and then spent the 50 crates? theoretically you could spend 10 grand and never get what you... Absolutely, that's what I'm saying. Like, you know... Well, that was the thing with, like, Advanced Warfare as well. Like, remember with the alternate weapons. So instead of just the regular Bal, you had the Inferno, then you had the Royalty or whatever, and you had the Obsidian Steed, and then the HBR, you had the regular one, then you had like the, what was the regular Joe, I think it was called, or something like that, was a good one. You had the Sport and the Insanity, which was like probably the best gun. I mean, I think the Insanity might have even been better than the Obsidian Steed, although the sight on it was terrible. But you could literally spend, I mean, God knows how much money, you know, think of a number. And you constantly roll for crates, and you just never end up with the goddamn... Like, I don't have the HBR Insanity. To this day, I don't have it. Not that I'm playing a lot these days to try to earn more rare supply drop crates, but, like, I never got it. I have the other, like, major ones, but that's something I never got, was for the HBR. Let's see what today's... No. I don't know, whatever. I kind of wish they were... The other thing, too, is, like, with the whole... adding gobblegums back, like, honestly, because a friend of mine, the guy I mentioned, like, he's hasn't played Black Ops 3 like ever. I literally just played like the first couple of games with him over the weekend. He had played, like, he and I had played D Machina before, like, at least a year ago, maybe a little bit more than that. Like, he's wasn't a zombies person, but he's been playing Modern Warfare 3 Zombies this year. We've been doing, like, he's the guy, like, do all those Dark Aether trips with. He actually played on stream once, the same day that Eric did as well, when some new season, I don't remember, season 2.5 or whatever. Doesn't matter. But I was kind of explaining the whole gobblegum thing to him yesterday, and the whole Newton's cookbook and blah, 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 and all that kind of stuff. I don't know, whatever. It's just, I don't know. Didn't you know you can close your game and keep your gobblegums you used? I thought they patched that dashboarding. Didn't they not patch that? I'm pretty sure that got patched. Be ashamed if the controller fell and it actually started a game. No, we're not playing this right now. No? Did it not? Really? Okay. I thought they did. But the thing with Cold War, anyway, this is my point, was mentioning with my friend playing, like, you know, BO3, when you're a brand new player, it's hard. And this is what I mentioned to him before, like, even when I remember, like, over this past winter, I got sick right before I went home for vacation for Christmas, and then I got sick on my way back, so I didn't play, like, on stream for, like, a month and a half. I didn't play, period, for, like, a month and a half. And I came back, and like the first stream was like, okay, it's going to be like a multi-stream kind of a day. We're going to do some Cold War, we're going to do some Exo Zombies even, and then we're going to do, I don't even remember what the other stuff we were doing after that was going to be. But I did Cold War, I did like probably D Machina, and it was no problem, don't even have to think about it. And then I started playing Outbreak rather, on Exo Zombies, not Outbreak Cold War. I mean Outbreak, the first map in Exo Zombies, which is one of the easiest Easter eggs that there is to do. And I was struggling big time, and I didn't even complete it. And I was like, realized like I'm still kind of sick and like dull. My senses were just kind of dulled. I was just like sick, and I'm not feeling great and wasn't feeling sharp. But my point is, Cold War is so easy that even like I couldn't do the easiest Exo Zombies Easter egg, one of the easiest Easter eggs there has ever been. And in Cold War, I just breezed right through it, man. Like, do we need gobblegums for this next game? Like, is it going to be that much harder? Because if it's the same level of difficulty as Cold War, and they're gonna give us gobblegums on top of it, that's actually gonna suck. Like, Cold War is already, to me, I think for most people, it's too easy. It's fun, but it's too easy. And then if you add, like, perkaholics, shopping freeze, raindrops, that type of stuff, like, dude, how easy would that? I mean, it's gonna be nuts if they do that. BO2 two-hit system. Why? I don't understand why you're crying about this. I bet we get less health. They may bring back the two-hit system. Oh, there's no way. No. I mean, I don't have any kind of information on this, but I'll bet you any amount of money you want right now that will not bring back a two-hit down system. It won't be a three-hit down either. I guarantee you. There's no way. There is absolutely no way. Because the funny thing is, speaking of like BO2, whatever, you go from 2 to 5. You know, when you use no pause menu. When you use Jug, you go from 2 to 5, right? In Cold War, you go from like what, 5 to 9 if you have your Jug fully upgraded and armor on or something like that. Like, it's a crazy number. Like, you just kind of, so long as you keep your head and you realize, like, oh, I have Ether Shroud, I have a decoy grenade, I might have a score streak or whatever. Like, I never feel like I'm in trouble in Cold War. Like, I never feel in trouble in Cold War. And I usually, the fun thing is I can just, like, sit here and talk to you guys a lot, not pay too much attention. I've done the melee only D machine. I've done the pistol only, and I'm talking about like the 1911 pistol, not like the what is it? What was it called in that game? The burst. This is actually good. The Diamantes, not the Diamantes. That's how I get better in zombies, playing BO1 and BO2. Those games are hard. Yeah, I mean, it's impossible to like explain to people. Like, they don't get it. They kind of, because it's also the same thing like when you're watching somebody do something, and they've got experience with it, and it feels like, oh, it's so simple to do that. Like, I watch people when I was trying to learn maps, like, oh, BO2 Origins, the way this guy plays it looks so simple. Like, I'll just do what this guy does, and then you get in there and play, you realize, oh, he's got skill and knowledge of the map. It's not just do what he does. It's like you have to be able to manipulate the game to be able to do what this person is doing. So the long and short of it is you just have to get better. But to explain to somebody, like, no, it's actually much harder. Like, you don't understand. Like, with zombies got the same kind of stuff. Like, okay, try it. Not even going back to BO2 or BO1 with the two-hit down. Go back to BO3. Because, these... The Easter eggs in these, they're not, well, like Shadows of Evil, the Easter egg is not that long to do. Derizadrock's not that long to do either, really. The amount of steps that are involved, like, it's not that complicated. Zetsubo is kind of a little bit like, yeah, it's kind of a lot of steps. A lot of do this 3 times, do that 3 times, do this other thing 3 times, now do this 3 times. Now. There is kind of a lot of steps on that. Garad, not a lot of steps, but the 5 challenges. That's a difficult kind of a thing. So, yeah. But like, if you think you're good because you started a Cold War and you can kick Cold War's ass, like, just try going back to the older games, because it's just different. It's not saying that you won't be good at those other games. It's just that's the lowest level. Like, I say it a million times, like, to use a school analogy, Cold War is kindergarten, BO4 is kind of like grad school, and it's not that BO4 is like that hard. It's just the amount of steps that you need to do to complete each map. There's a lot of steps on pretty much every one of those maps, except for maybe like Alpha, right? But everything else is just like, man, you're not going to, the first time you're doing a map on that game, you're not getting into the boss fight till like mid round 20s, maybe early round 30s. There's so many steps to do. And a lot of things, if you fuck up, you got to go another round, or like it can get, the rounds can pile up on you in that game. So there's a lot to do. So like, it's just the Cold War is kind of easy, and I think probably they're going to take a step up in difficulty level for this new game, BO6. But you never know. It could be just like Cold War. But if it's easy like Cold War and they're giving us like mega gobblegums, dude, there's no need for that. There's really no need for that. That would be so overkill. I hope we can consistently make crawlers. That would be nice too, yes. Sucks that I'm probably the only one that likes Alpha Omega. Really like the transit connection. I mean, I'm sure you're not the only one, but you might be the only one here right now. I don't like the map. I don't like maps where it's just like, hey, there's garbage everywhere, and that map is literally garbage everywhere. Like it's, and I mean that in a literal sense. Like it's wreckage, it's trash, it's heap piles of trash and garbage and shit all over the place. I don't like maps like that. I'm sure there's a version of that they can make that would look nice, but I don't think they ever really. I can't think of one that was like, oh, that's a nice looking map. Even what do you call it? Ancient Evil to me is a little like, yeah, it's kind of cluttery and not pleasing to the eye, and the friggin' the saturation on those colors, man. Oh my god, it just makes your eyes bleed. And that's all of BO4, not just that map, but that map in particular is kind of bad. Dead of the Night's great. Love Dead of the Night. That's a good looking map. That's a fun map. I don't ever like it when you have the like a mini boss throughout the game ends up being the final boss as well. It's just like, it's just a letdown. So that was kind of a bummer, but other than that, I think that's a very good map. But again, speaking of steps, like think of all the steps. Like if you're telling a new player to go, like I can't imagine being, like I said, I can't be like coming into zombies brand new and BO4 was your first attempt. Like, wow. If you stuck with it, good for you. Because that would be a nightmare. Because even me, like, you know, I wasn't playing at World at War. Like, you know, I was talking with you guys before. I started the very first time I ever played zombies was AW. Didn't know what the hell it was, and then when BO3 came out, I saw some people playing Shadows of Evil, and I'm like, what is this? This looks cool as hell. And then I started getting into it a little bit from there, and then I was jumping in and trying to play a little bit, do that Easter egg. And I was getting like halfway, maybe 3/4 of the way through, and I was like, I guess it's like too difficult. Now I was more into multiplayer at the time anyway. So I kind of left it and didn't come back for a while. But, yeah, I remember just even getting to the boss fight in Zombies in Spaceland and being like, all right, I made it to the boss fight like 3 times. I didn't beat the boss, but I made it there. And for those of you that were playing IW Zombies at the time, you guys remember how difficult the alien boss was at the beginning before they nerfed it. It's still challenging, by the way. If you have Director's Cut, it's super easy, but doing it straight, even now, it's still hard, but they made it way easier. It was super, super hard at the very beginning of that game. Beast from Beyond was the only bad map from IW. I agree. Like, I don't think attack is great by any stretch. I think it is a little too spread out, but I am fine with the palette that they went with. I like the setting. The boss fight is awesome in that game. Elvira is cool being on there. It's just a little bit spread out for what they have around the map. Ghosts and Skulls in attack was super hard. Yeah. Some of you guys will remember I did when Greg FPS, the Zombies Extraordinaire, was going through and doing literally every Zombies challenge or achievement. Every achievement, I think, in Zombies. I helped him do a bunch of the IW ones, and we were doing the Ghosts and Skulls on that map, and we actually didn't get through it that day. Like it was, that one was super hard. That Ghost and Skulls was very freaking hard, yeah. But like Raven the Redwoods, the Easter egg I think is one, it's kind of a copy and paste from Spaceland, and two, it's like it's just kind of a dull shoot the arms off, shoot the legs off, shoot the heads off. All right, Eric, man, thank you so much, man. Appreciate the dono again. Have a great day, and we'll catch you in the next one, probably tomorrow, but if not, the next day. But I think the map itself, Raven the Redwoods, I think is like S-tier map and map design. I love it. The actual map itself. Again, the Easter egg is kind of meh. And something I kind of always take for granted too, because I've done all those Easter eggs so many times, is I always play with Director's Cut on, and you kind of forget that technically, yes, all you have to do on Spaceland is the 3 Steadicam steps, and then that's the Easter egg steps done. And for Rave, it's the 3, shoot the arms, shoot the legs, shoot the heads, and then boss fight. But if you don't have Director's Cut, you need to do the build the wonder weapons thing as well. Like, and you can't get them out of the mystery wheel in that game, magic wheel. So that is part of the Easter egg as well, is building those wonder weapons. So you need to do that if you don't have Director's Cut. So that's actually part of it. So it makes it a little bit better, but it's still, The bomb step on attack was annoying because of the delay and the lag. Are you talking about when I played it with Greg? It was because we live very far apart. But in general, I mean, I play it solo so much, most of the time, 99% of the time, that it's not been an issue. But if you're playing with somebody that doesn't live near you, yeah, when you're doing the bomb step and you have to input the code, because the number, like, let's say you have to type in a 6, you have to actually hit the button on when it's on like 3, when you see it on like 3 or going to 4, when it hits 4, for it to actually go off on 6. Depends on where the other person, how much distance there is between you. You just kind of really got to feel that one out. But it definitely makes it more challenging, man. The part where you had to go into the arcade machine was the part I hated the most. Oh, yeah. Yeah, there was still a glitch that apparently worked, because you know how like you could use the Ghost and Skulls, was this Skull Hacker? The card was called, right? The fortune card. But doing that didn't get you the achievement for completing Ghost and Skulls on whatever map it was. But there was a way that Greg, and he ended up bringing in somebody else. I don't remember who right now. But he brought somebody else in too that knew it. There's a glitch that you could do to avoid. I don't know. I don't remember it. I wasn't doing the glitch. I was just going in with him and like, okay, cool, to make it easier. But I remember that being a kind of an issue. That thing was actually going into the actual arcade, standing in that little back room of the ice cream shop or whatever that place was. That's kind of like what we're discussing now, is kind of like what I want out of Zombies this coming year from BO6. I just want it to be like there's enough cool shit in there. There's enough lore. There's enough story. There's enough kind of like that indefinable something that gets us to talk about it for a while and keeps us interested. And it's like, I'm having a great time playing this now. Like as I'm sitting here talking to you guys, I'm thinking back to like, God, I think I might watch some old Zombies in Spaceland Easter egg hunt streams after I finish this stream. Like go watch some of my old favorite streamers, like rewatch that kind of stuff, because it was so much fun. It's like, oh, what is this step? What is that step? And then with Cold War, it's not that it didn't have that at all, but when there's things that are literally outlined in a yellow gold kind of like, oh, I guess I have to pick that up, or when you're walking through the barracks area in Firebase Z, and they literally tell you, hey, that key you picked up a while ago, bet you could use it here. Like that's not a hint. That's a kick in the pants. Like go use the stupid key, asshole. So I don't want it to be so obvious. I don't want, like I said, I don't want things to be solved in 2 hours. Speaking of, IW, like Raven the Redwoods got knocked big time by the Treyarch fanboys. Because it only took 8 hours to solve. Can you believe it? Like, that's ridiculous. Like, these guys don't know what they're doing. It only took 8 hours. And then we get to Cold War, and it's like, took 2 hours for the first map to be solved. And we're like, this is so much fun. It's a great game. It's a great game. Like, I'm not saying it's not a great game, but it's just the judgment of, like, what constitutes a good game versus not. Like, the fandom, whatever. But it's a Treyarch game this year anyway, so none of that stuff matters. All right, have you guys had enough of my rambling here at the end of the stream? We basically accomplished nothing that we were trying to do in the MW3 stream. I left it so the only thing I needed to do to complete this week's Jack conversion kit was get 1 disciple kill. We ended up killing 2, and it didn't count. But I had literally completed 4 and 2/3 of all the challenges before I started the stream, so we could just do that to get the Jack conversion kit, and that didn't work. Zombie Blood is back. What's up, man? And the intel seems to be bugged. The audio logs. It gives you the exact same one over and over and over and over again each time you go into the map. So that is definitely bugged. So we didn't get to hear the new audio log talking about what is possibly the transit green run for BO6. There is an old audio log talking about what's her name? Green talking to, I forget, somebody else, and talking about back in her days in West Virginia. I think she grew up there or something like that. But supposedly this new audio log was supposed to come out today with the new update, but as per usual, because this is Call of Duty, it's glitched. So we had 26 votes on the poll in the chat. Gobblegums are back in BO6. Is that good or bad? 92% of you said it's good. So I hope you're right. I don't know, man. I would love to see, honestly, there's no chance this actually happens, but if they do put they are putting Gobblegums back. But if it was like they just had classic Gobblegums only, like there were no mega Gobblegums, what we think of as mega from BO3, or like mega elixirs from BO4, I would be happy. There's no way that is going to be the case, but I would be happy about that. Again, but we don't know what they're doing as far as like how difficult the game is going to be. I'm just basing it off of if it's the same as Cold War. Adding mega Gobblegums on top of that is just going to be stupid. If it's as hard as BO4, wouldn't be the worst thing ever. I still don't really like it, but whatever. I would just prefer classics or something. But whatever, it doesn't matter. Okay. That's it for today. I will be back, I don't know, tomorrow, probably. Could be the next day, but probably tomorrow. What are we going to play? I don't know. I really don't know. That's the thing is kind of like, it's great because I have the complete freedom now because we're kind of detached from MW3 at this point. There's really nothing left to do with that game. But at the same time, it's like, well, I got to try to find something that people want to watch and that people will search for. That's a key thing. But I don't know. Those are my problems, not yours. Anyways, have a great day. I will catch you guys very soon with another stream or video later.